Wow. You have enough to say about.
Parasite has just become Letterboxd's first 2 million watched club. That's crazy. Oh, we're live.
Are we?
I'm still on Peacock. Okay, we're live. There we are. Let me change tabs.
Is that the delay?
We'll
Clicking
never
on
know
something on
behind the
Peacock.
scenes that we-
Hi, everybody.
Hey, we are back with episode number 80 of My
Wow.
Cup of Tea. How about that? How about that? Round of applause. Go team. It took forever to get here. My fault, but not. It's technology, but I probably corrupted it. So, my fault. Joining us today, we got Evan.
Yeah, it's been over a month since we last did our My Cup of Tea episode.
She-Hulk episode 2, the slightest teaser of The Last of Us.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
We
did
have a
our
whole
Last of
trailer
Us
now.
teaser. Yeah, we have a whole trailer for Last of Us. Holy shit, that was not in my notes, but thank you for reminding me. But yeah, basically we missed all of September and the first 2 weeks of October here. But glad to be back. We can do a whole recap of She-Hulk, Werewolf by Night, movies we've seen, movie news that we missed. There's some big stuff that went down in September, so I'm excited to talk about it. The Mario trailer too.
Yeah.
That was a
I
thing.
mean, we're like, oh, we'll come back with that one.
Mushroom
Yeah, well-
Kingdom, here we come.
Perfect. Carson, go to Hollywood right now.
Really?
Yeah. That was fantastic.
Well, Nathan's computer is being corrupted by Sauron. Sorry, I had to do one Lord of the Rings reference.
Wow.
Because we can't talk about it here. Pish posh.
Special episode. I think it's deserved.
It does. I'll do a whole episode on it. Yeah, it's good to be here. Excited to talk about the She-Hulk finale. Werewolf by Night was a pleasant surprise. Giacchino, director now. We'll talk about it. Lots of cool stuff and a bajillion things of news to go through.
I just now
So-
realized I did not send you guys any show notes. Not that it matters.
I'm good. I take it in
Yeah.
stride.
We'll just go. This is a free podcast. We'll just go with the
Yeah.
ropes. I'll just rattle off some random shit.
This is my multiverse of madness.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Dead meme. Let's go.
that did come out this year, didn't it?
Hell yeah, good movie. Raimi goated.
It's a movie.
Listen,
If you'd have told me that like Uncharted came out this year, I
Yeah.
still haven't seen.
How
it.
long
On
ago does that
Netflix.
feel like?
Haven't
How long ago does it feel like that I was seeing Uncharted in theaters?
Couple months.
Couple months.
I mean, you guys didn't even see it in theaters.
I saw it in
You
theaters.
You did? I thought you saw it on the Netflix.
No.
Oh.
I haven't
Nathan is
seen
the
it.
one that
It's
has
on
queued
Netflix.
on his Netflix. He just hasn't watched it.
It's not in
He's
my
a
queue at all. I
Oh,
haven't touched
he
it.
hasn't queued it. It's
Wow,
just
you haven't.
My queue's
It's in his
simple. I don't
algorithm.
add shit anymore.
Wow. It's just one button, Nathan. You just click on watch list and then boom. It's there.
My watch list is too full. What's the point? It'll get lost in the ether.
My watch list is ridiculously long. I have stuff from 2015 on there.
my HBO watch list is actually the worst because
Oh, really?
I as soon as I got it, I went through A to Z movies
Same.
and
same.
just like
Yeah, I did that.
But everything keeps getting deleted and stuff.
yeah. So then it's like, well,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, Samurai Jack, Warrior. Like,
yeah. I'm like, I
I'll never
gotta.
get to it.
I need to watch Warrior.
Me too.
The TV show, not the movie. But yeah.
I heard the movie's good.
Movie's perfect. It's the best sports movie of all time. So
Oh, no way.
it is.
Starring official
Of all
name
time?
brand
All
company.
time.
You're crazy.
It's better than Rocky.
Better than Karate
Better than
Kid?
Rocky?
Yeah. Better than one.
Better than Remember the
Karate Kid?
Titans
Remember.
with Denzel Washington?
Better than the
Better
Karate Kid?
Yes, definitely.
Better than
Better
Cobra
than-
Kai?
Great TV show.
Better than Rudy?
I've never seen Rudy.
Did you
Oh, you gotta
Google?
watch Rudy. My
Better
dad's two
than-
favorite sports movies are
Better than
Rudy
The Sandlot?
and the basketball movie Hoosiers. He loves those movies.
Oh, I've never seen Hoosiers. I've seen Air Bud. That's a basketball.
Everybody.
Like Mike.
Hey.
Classic.
Good one. Have you seen The Sandlot?
I have, yeah. I love Sandlot. I saw that on VHS all the time. I got that from Blockbuster and stuff. I remember that. Good
How about you,
times.
Carson? Have you seen The Sandlot?
Yeah, of course. It's not here. It's at home. That we still have the DVD.
It's on my Voodoo.
DVD. Nice.
Co-starring James Earl Jones.
We should do a sports movie commentary like marathon.
That would honestly be fun.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Take me out to the ball game podcast. Podcast special presentation by the My Cup of Tea.
Wanna play
That's just a
catch?
long title at that point, but
I know. Want to play catch with the best friends here, with the tea people. Anyways, what's first here?
Oh, the man's got the mule. Look at him.
it's deceptive though because it's not actually a meal. It's a vodka cranberry, sadly.
Oh.
I'm trying to use up what's in our house, and it's
Still
just
drinking though.
yeah.
I
Thanks,
can't
Evan.
hear.
I just had lemonade for dinner. I mean, and some food, but yeah.
The idea of lemonade being the main entree.
Yeah, sorry, that came out
Everything
weird.
else is the side.
I need the montage of Evan preparing his lemonade for dinner.
just a bowl of lemonade. Just
You don't need
one carrot.
that. It's a process, guys.
Yeah, you gotta stew it. You gotta,
Exactly.
you gotta
Yeah.
Let it marinate.
let it.
Sizzle the lemonade.
Wow.
Okay, someone bring up a topic.
She-Hulk!
She-Hulk.
Attorney at law.
Attorney at law.
So we only got up to episode 2 in our last review. We're not gonna go individual because that would
God no, please.
process.
So, episode 4, scene 1. That was crazy.
Bongers! Alright.
I have
is-
no idea. What happened.
Actually, Nathan might be right. That might have honestly been back when it.
Yeah, by that one, yeah. But this was a really awesome journey. It was really fun. It was fun. I think if we're gonna be hitting any specific episodes detail-wise, it'd probably be the Daredevil ones, just because
That's
they're
fucked
the
up.
last two.
Wow.
Well, because they're the last two.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's not.
Hold on.
I'm not
There's
saying just talk about Daredevil, but
Seem like every internet fan. I came here to watch.
no,
Daredevil.
that's not what I meant.
Let's
Twisting
just
my
talk about
words.
They were calling your ass
Daredevil.
out in the last episode, Nathan.
Exactly.
Shut up. I watched it all equally. I watched episodes 3 through 8, and I love
Kevin got your ass.
Kevin has my ass since 2008. I can't
Oh,
deny.
boy.
No, what was the episode I wanted to talk about?
Some of the episodes that I really liked.
Yeah, go.
I actually
go.
did like the bottle episode where she was hanging out with Abomination at that.
Yes.
one,
Like
That's a great
the
one.
retreat
The
episode.
retreat episode where people thought we were gonna get Daredevil, but no, she just needs to cool off and have an episode basically to herself. As a whole, She-Hulk is a show that was mainly centered around Jen, to its weakness and to its strength as well. But I like it. I liked having this focus on Jen, just her decompressing basically, and how it fed into the season finale in hindsight now. But yeah, I really liked the episode a lot. It was very heartwarming. It's always very funny. But I liked having her go through her relationship issues, which was always a big thing about the show. Her constant, like, who she can trust, who she cannot trust. She just had a great date with presumably friend Josh
Menace.
from the wedding
God.
episode, which was also very fun.
I love the wedding episode.
That was fun too. And Josh just completely ghosted her.
Yeah, you hear that,
not
Josh?
great. Yeah, not great, Josh. I mean, what kind of name is Josh in the first place? Really a bad name. Pretty
I
basic.
wanted to clip. There's a specific line I want to clip to save for no particular reason, but personal use. Just like calling out how awful Josh is. Like we need to kill Josh right now. We got. Yeah, the whole group just turning against Josh was hilarious.
That was great. And it wasn't like super deceptive or anything. It wasn't like at the end of the episode, Blonsky was just like, "Oh yeah, fuck Jen, right? She's crazy." No, it was like pretty genuine,
Yeah.
to a degree. And
I
her
was
going through her
thoroughly.
emotions was
I was
great.
always on the edge of my seat of just like, can I trust Blonsky? But I can. He's great. He's
Yeah, I think even in the finale, he's a solid dude who just made a stupid decision.
He was just hosting. He didn't know.
He was hosting. I think he. Yeah, I mean,
He was.
It was
like,
a speaking engagement.
Yeah,
Come
he
on.
came out. He gave his own like talking points, but it wasn't. He wasn't connected with. all
yeah,
of
he wasn't saying like, "Let's go, F Jen." Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how he beat. his
Yeah, he was just
leader.
being vague. Like, you felt undervalued. You are finding your place. Like he just said
Yeah.
like dumb stuff.
It's all
Yeah.
it's like good for healing, but all the wrong words for this group.
Exactly. Like read the room, buddy.
Oh, I love the episode where they sue the magic person. That's really funny.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That's episode 4.
That was the wrong one. Yeah, with
Yep.
Donnie Blaze,
what was the girl's name? Mackenzie? No,
Madison.
Madison. Yeah, I knew it with the M.
Was it
Madison.
2 N's, 1 Y? But it's not where you think.
It's not where you think.
The Titania episode's pretty good, pretty funny.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna be more of a focus throughout the series, but I guess she
Yeah, I did
wasn't.
too.
Maybe she'll come back.
And of
Well,
course,
I, don't know,
I
he
think
seems pretty chill on the sideline by the end.
I do think episode 8 is probably my personal favorite still, with Daredevil and the Ribbit guy.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, just an overall hilarious, heartwarming episode that I felt like lived up to the potential of sort of everybody in the whole show of what it could be.
taking like away the whole like Daredevil's back thing. I genuinely believe Matt and Jen are a cute couple.
Yes, totally.
I agree too. I mean, I think it fits Daredevil or Matt's persona as well. Like he was a guy that went out with Karen. I liked Karen a lot. I still do like Karen.
Mm-hmm.
But even at the end of season 3, they weren't really dating because of all the trauma that happened in season 3. Trauma, right, Carson?
What was your favorite
What
part?
was your favorite part of season 3?
I like that too. Peacock. Paramount.
But I like how much they drilled home Jen and Matt's relationship here. It was something I should have expected, but I didn't. I didn't expect them to go that hard into their relationship. I thought they'd have great chemistry, but it went deeper than that on like a hero level and as a person level. So that was great. So I can't really wait to see them continue. Just in general, like she's probably not going to be in season 1 of Daredevil, or wherever what's it called, Born Again. She's probably not going to be there, but I would love her to be there.
Yeah,
I think she'd fit. I think the shows, the writers in general, are great at matching the tones of the show. Like Daredevil, he fit in this show. He wasn't super out of character. Like he wasn't super like, because people have that same complaint with Kingpin and Hawkeye, where it's like, oh, he got MCU-ified, whatever it's called. But no, Kingpin worked. He was a little goofier, a little bit more indestructible. But,
we got like a more like less gritty villain plot going on here.
Exactly, because the plot was what differed. I think they fit the specific shows that they are in.
I think it was a good natural progression with Matt, just where season 3 comes out. I mean, most of the entire Daredevil series, Matt is in like the lowest of lows of depression.
They really beat this guy down in the show.
They really do, but you know he comes out on top with his friends by the end. So it's like brighter futures ahead, and I imagine practice is going pretty solid over in Hell's Kitchen. So yeah, just seeing him practice and just be a person, like he's just living life.
Yeah, and there's this whole not stigma, but just I think incorrect characterization on Matt in terms of that he's like this brooding Batman-ish superhero. That's not who he is. He's always been a jovial character who can go to some pretty dark places, a la Spider-Man.
Jovial Harold?
Jovial.
Yeah, he has a sense of humor. He cracks jokes now and again, despite circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's at some dark places that we've seen here, but he's able to be very happy and joke.
He's not in it for the money, as the Fast and Furious cookout tells us.
Yes,
I love that they had a Fast and Furious.
I love it.
That was hilarious. Yeah, whole fam came. A lot of sexual questions.
Hold on.
But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I agree. I also think episode 8 was pretty much the strongest episode, but they were all strong in different ways. Like they all managed to be very funny, very heartwarming.
Yeah, I think the strength of all this was sort of like, I'm glad we got so little of Bruce as we did. Like it was perfect that it was just Jen's show, and like she got to just deal with being She-Hulk in time. Some episodes that would benefit her, and then it would, you know, sort of bite her in the back, and then sort of stuff would be completely unfair because she was She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And she would have to deal with that, and yeah, it's just a show about like the little things, like oh, I don't have a dress to wear, I like just like the mundane things of being a superhero, because she's sort of like trying to avoid it, but also now accepting the identity.
Yeah.
So it's just all those interesting things going on in her life. I love how she has to move back in to her parents' house.
She just like me.
Oh, let's explain this because this pissed me off a little bit. It reminded me of a little bit of Falcon and Winter Soldier with the whole Emily Van Camp storyline. So you're telling me, so She-Hulk, she's had her ups and downs with the public in a sense throughout the series, but she gets angry at a small event, give or take
A private event, by the way. It's not
event.
really.
She throws
A table at a screen.
She throws a table at a screen.
No, she just punched the screen.
She punched the screen, and you want me to believe in the next episode that
She's in high security prison.
in a high security prison. The public doesn't want her to use her superpowers anymore. She gets fired from her job. She has to leave her apartment. What happened? Did I miss something? It felt very
the neighbor felt uncomfortable or something.
Very unbelievable to me. I'm like, this makes zero sense.
I
know Jen's going through her like, oh, this is rock bottom. It made no sense to me. There's no way that she lost everything from.
I think it does make sense just from the real world perspective of.
It wasn't real.
Well, no,
it didn't feel real to me. That's the issue.
Can I?
Well, I think what he's saying is like with Abomination, it's like, oh, maybe this guy should be able to go do whatever, and then with Jen, it's like, no, like she can't control it, blah blah blah. So I think that point it was trying to make a point of that.
No,
maybe
that's not what
Where are we going?
Well, it's a mix with that, but also there's like real world circumstances of just like the side of like women and how they handle situations in the public eye of.
That's what Carson was saying.
And
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're going on the Abomination thing, which I think it's a mix of both. I mean, it's a mix of like this is a Hulk in the MCU, so it's like, oh, hey, it's scary, but then also, Jen acted out of emotion, and we can't do that.
It just felt very weird to me, and we don't even see her. We see her getting fired, but we don't even see the boss or any of her coworkers really.
Well,
it's just in a montage.
Well, it makes sense why.
But then they poke fun at all that, though. I think that's what they were trying to go for.
The show does it pokes fun at a lot of things I have issues with the show. I'm like, it's funny as they're poking fun of it, but I'm still going to take issue with it on a writing level. And I think there's still issues. Like I said earlier, this is a Jen-focused show, but I think to its detriment, we don't really learn much about her.
No, there's not really a world around her per se
which is weird because the show is to the bitter end. It's a legal comedy, which we don't see a lot of. We see a lot of office comedies, Parks and Recreation comedies, but those shows are brilliant because the cast.
All the side characters have their signature. So I couldn't even tell you, besides the main friend, what the other guy's name was.
If you want to do a legal comedy, it's a hard thing to juggle because I like that they focus a lot on Jen. Jen is the focus of the show. Jen got a lot of great development. But at the same time, if you want to be a legal comedy, put in some legal comedic issues and stuff in there. Yeah. One of my favorite episodes was when her best friend and Pug, the guy from the guy from Arrow, the best friend, the guy who went undercover this week. Great guy. He, him and her best friend did this little side mission together in one of the episodes. I forget what they were doing now.
They were going to find Luke Jacobs.
Yeah, they were going to find Luke, and it was very funny. I liked your dynamic a lot. I tweeted out after the episode, I love that storyline. I want more of that. I want more of her.
I wish there was more duo moments and
I want more of her friends doing stuff. And again, I like the Wong episode because it just felt like a legal thing. And how about Wong? I wanted more legal stuff. We got a lot of it, but I feel like we didn't get enough for it to be a legal comedy. But yeah, I mean, I think, and especially in comparison to other Marvel shows that I love, like Loki or Miss Marvel, where the cast makes the show. You get your family of Kamala or your defense, whatever that's called in Loki. But either way, though, do you want to talk deeper about episode 8, Nathan? Or Anything in
No,
particular?
I mean, no. We kind of like hit like the strongest points about it.
Okay.
All of Jen's journey was fun. I love a lot of the quality of the fourth wall breaks and
Oh, Sam.
the meta-ness. I love how there were so many changes to the title card, whether it's just like She-Hulk or She-Hulk by Titania or just Jen, Attorney at Law.
Just
And
Jen.
the finale was beautiful because they recreated the intro of the OG Incredible Hulk show with
Yes,
Tatiana
that's what I
Maslany.
was kind of wondering if that was the
It was
same.
almost like shot for shot. It was
Mhm.
beautiful, and then they actually used like a real it might have been like the actual like on-set reference actress they used.
Which is crazy
I know
because
she goes to do Avengers Assembled, like the
Oh,
title
yeah.
or whatever. It's
Oh, that was
funny.
beautiful. Queuing up the Disney Plus hub and just jumping into
That
our
was-
real world.
Super shocking. But oh yeah, but for the Incredible Hulk reference from the 70s or whatever, that was like in one of the first trailers.
It was
And-
you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I remember hearing Easter eggs like, oh, that was a recreation.
Mm-hmm.
Little did I know that's from the
I
finale.
was
Marvel
cool.
shows always do this to us. They
I
always
completely
do this
forgot
stuff.
about that. I
from the
was
finale.
because it
I
was
remember
so
it
far
stuck
back
out.
when they unveiled that.
It stuck out to me because I remember watching like Easter egg stuff, like, oh, this is from the old show. I'm like, oh, that's
So
cool.
they talk a lot about season 2 in the, obviously in the finale. Do you think we're gonna get season 2?
Not for a while.
Negative.
Maybe not for a bit, but yeah, I definitely see it happening. I think I was talking with Evan a bit. Yes, I don't know if we're on or off air about
Not fair.
okay that this show is very much primed to continue for seasons because it's funny, it's short, it's
Yeah, and with
Easy.
you can do any legal cases,
Yeah.
any number of superhero like low level superhero stuff, any of like personal conflict stuff with. I'm sure it will dive into Jen's dating life and Jen like just more stuff with that.
I'm not one for cameos because I don't need it, especially these MCU shows. But like, I would love to see like Shang-Chi be like, "Yo, I need some help here with some mystic
they're on
stuff."
that coast.
They're on the same coast exactly. West Coast Avengers stuff.
Oh, Wong just stole Abomination, by the way. This
Wong
episode.
just stole Abomination
Yeah.
again, twice
Again,
now.
yeah.
What are
I
you
think
using
Dude's
for, Wong?
Dude's obsessed. Like, what is
What are
he
you
doing?
Yeah, what the fuck?
He called in a favor. He's
What are you doing, Wong? What do you need, Abomination? You're
I mean, what are they gonna do? The Sorcerer Supreme? Nothing. Like, it's fine.
you're a master of the mystic arts. What do you need?
Yeah, what do you
Abomination
need this
for?
big fish for? Fish
And
in
Abomination is like he's reformed. He's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Do we care?
But why?
Why not? They're friends.
Are they?
They're sparring partners.
Okay.
It's cool. He offered a place to stay.
This, yeah, that's what I didn't like about the, because of course they're poking fun at it, but also they're like, here's Hulk's son guy who looks like this balding, like his seat, like his hair was shifted off his head. Like, I'm like,
was it?
it felt like a last minute decision. Like, oh, here's this. Like,
It felt weird. And I was asking Nathan like about what was the point of it? Like, what was the point? What was it to
set up the Hulk
Yeah,
film
we
that
talked
they're
about
gonna do. They literally say, "Oh, save it for the film," and there's gonna be some Hulk movie.
Do I want a Hulk movie though?
This is gonna sound unfortunate to you, Evan, and probably Carson as well. But I'm hearing like a strong rumor that a lot of this is gonna carry over into Captain America 4.
Ew. Don't
Hulk
do that.
stuff?
Yeah,
Don't
because
do that. Don't do
the
that.
leader who was introduced in Incredible Hulk is going to be the primary villain. There's rumor now that Harrison Ford is taking on the role of General Ross in that film, and now there is rumor of Bruce and Jen showing up.
That was in my show notes, but we can talk about that now.
I am like also in the camp. Like I mean, I'm sure it'll be fun, but I did want like a more standalone thing for Sam and his.
Give me Sam.
Yeah,
Give me Sam's Winter Soldier, fuckers.
That's yeah. We
Give
said
me
we want
Sam's
to be
Winter
the.
Soldier. I don't need fucking Cameo City. I love everything after Phase 3, but Phase 3 onward was just all. You can't have a solo movie anymore unless you're an origin story. Unless you're a Shang-Chi 1. Unless
Right.
you're a I don't know, Eternals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like unless you're a standalone movie or intro movie, you're going to have a cameo. Shang-Chi 2 is going to have another superhero in it.
Yeah, it is.
Cap 4, unfortunately, might have another superhero in it. I thought it'd be more Thunderbolts related because those were going to be in the same year. But if we, man, I don't want the Hulkling in here.
No,
Is that what that is? Like, what?
Dude,
I think I was talking with you. Like maybe they might use him for the World War Hulk storyline instead of Bruce, since he's more
And-
confused.
I'm sorry, Marvel. You've completely negated a World War Hulk storyline. You goofified the Hulk too much.
Yeah,
That's why
they've
they wouldn't
honestly
use
just-
Bruce. They use his son now. I don't know.
They just sanitized Bruce into this. Bruce has become a gag. He's not even a character anymore. He's just this gag. I mean, we sort of get something with him in She-Hulk in the first episode,
Yeah.
but that's the first time in like 8 years that like, I honestly, since 2012, he's great in Avengers. But if you watch Avengers and watch any of his appearances since then, it's so crazy.
I wouldn't say. I'd say they tried with Age of Ultron.
Okay,
It didn't
outside
work
it,
There are small, very small moments sprinkled through like Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Endgame, but they're overshadowed by a mass amount of.
I love him in Ragnarok. Yeah.
But no, I mean, like there was like that great scene where he like transforms back to Bruce, and it's like, oh my god, I've been gone for 2 years. Oh, holy shit! But then we do jump back into the jokes. We've already like gone to death, like Marvel using too many jokes.
Infinity War and Endgame just did a 1-2 punch on Hulk's character. 1-2 punch.
Really
Come on, big guy. Come on, big guy. It's like, what are you doing? Like, he didn't want to come out because he was upset at Bruce.
That's a little strong.
Whoa, damn.
Yeah, let's go. Storytelling over.
Oh boy, that's hello. Thanks. Leave a like and subscribe though. Ring the bell.
I've been fighting with the viewers.
The view with Drew. Hey, what's up, Drew? If that's your name.
I must be getting new viewers from She-Hulk.
Look at Nathan in the hashtags.
Discourse. Good job, Nathan.
Oh, I did, yeah.
We'll talk about the Werewolf by Night ranking. Thank you, Drew.
As best I can, but my screen glitches every time I do it. I'm trying. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine.
But
Drew said that he talked about Werewolf by Night. Where does it rank with other Phase 4 characters?
Oh, we'll get into it.
We'll get into that
we'll get
because and thank you for subscribing.
Thank you.
But where was I? Where's I going with that? Oh yeah, MCU and Hulk. I'm like, I couldn't give a rat's. I chuckled because it felt so out of the blue in the finale that I think, again, I can't tell if these things are writing issues or they're jokes that write themselves. I'm like,
I don't think it detracts anything with the finale since it's introduced at the very like last minute.
no, it's not a She-Hulk issue. It's just like a Hulk issue in general. Like, why do I care? Especially because the She-Hulk finale made a joke about, oh, you want Bruce to come out of nowhere? And then he kind of comes out of nowhere in the finale.
Right, that's my other thing is like they go out of the way to break the fourth wall, go through that whole K.E.V.I.N scene. Cool, I'm laughing. But
great.
then they don't really even reset anything. It just drops her back outside of the building.
It resets. It goes from day to night, and it kind of
But Todd's like already in handcuffs. Like I thought it was gonna go back and be like, oh,
Me
Well,
too.
he's not gonna go and take the blood whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd argue the fourth wall breaking isn't just like used for a gag. I feel like it's a genuine power of Jen to use. Whether how they use it, but I thought it was like, all right, cool. I think her calling out the absurdity of how it could have gone down, how ridiculous, and her taking reins of her own show is pretty good.
I agree. Again, it's her taking the reins, her having control, her just being herself in a world where people don't like her for being herself, in a world where people don't like her, She-Hulk, whatever. Very meta in a great way. I just don't think it nailed it 100% of the time. But yeah, regardless, I had fun. I was laughing nearly every episode of this show in general. I was laughing. I was chuckling. I like Jen as a character a lot. Tatiana Maslany was great. CGI remained iffy throughout the series, but I think Tatiana was amazing in this series. And I loved her relationship with her best friends and with Matt. That was amazing. Her chemistry with Matt was just impeccable. One of the best relationships in the entire MCU already, based off of just 1.5 episodes.
Where would you guys rank this show in terms of just shows? I hate when we do the whole.
I'm not doing movies. Yet.
Well, I'm pulling up my.
I have no idea. I don't even rank the shows at all. I would put it towards the bottom. I don't know if it's above or below Falcon and Winter Soldier, or Moon Knight. Moon Knight came this year and went.
What do you mean?
I thought Moon Knight had.
You were the one.
Good stuff.
I thought you were the one guy pissed at that on that podcast.
Moon Knight should not have been in the top 10 MCU including movies. That's ridiculous.
It's rigged.
Sorry, Alden and Nikki.
I like Moon Knight as well.
Don't accept that out.
Apologize to me.
Sorry, Nathan.
Where that? I think I had She-Hulk.
He pays the
Actually, I had
bill.
She-Hulk ranked pretty damn high in comparison to these.
I know what it's not over. It's not over Miss Marvel and Loki and WandaVision.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
No, it's not. No, it's over Loki and Falcon for me.
Oh shit.
Wait. Back
I
up.
enjoy all these. Shut up.
Shit.
Back up.
Why?
What did you just say?
Nothing.
She-Hulk's over Loki?
You're insane. Insane.
I had a fun time, man. What can I say? I had fun
What
time
is your
all-
gripes with Loki? I want to know
I
right
don't
now.
have gripes with Loki, except
Clearly you do though.
I think I had one gripe. The one gripe, which I think is like a thing Evan was echoing for a long time, which was like,
Oh.
oh, they're gonna pull Kang out of nowhere. It's not gonna have a full ties to Loki's journey.
That is fair.
Oh, okay. Now you're on fucking
That's
board.
fair.
But Sylvie and Loki.
I love them.
The finale is not the strongest part of Loki, even though I like the implication. Sylvie
The
and
Sylvie
Loki
scene is so good though. in
Sylvie
that.
and Loki
I'm
have
not denying
the
it's
best
good. Just because
chemistry.
it's below doesn't mean I don't like it.
Yes, it is.
Josh
First
has
of all,
brainwashed you. Stay away
No.
from his podcast. Come back to the light.
Here we go.
it's
Oh
fucking
my
good.
god.
But
Anyway, I also had She-Hulk above Hawkeye and What If, but it's below WandaVision and Moon Knight for me.
Hawkeye and What If?
Miss Marvel is my favorite of all of them still.
it's Marvel's peak, of course. Wow.
Um,
Wait, you have it over what? Falcon, you said, or Hawkeye?
Both and What If.
And What If? Okay. Yeah. What If?
I think
What
I
If-
would go Loki, Miss Marvel, WandaVision,
Agreed.
Hawkeye, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Falcon.
Hawkeye, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Falcon.
It's funny. I praised Falcon Winter Soldier like more than anybody, but it's still my second to last.
What's your last, Loki?
Listen.
Yeah. I might have the Echo Carsons because I'm too lazy to think.
I know I had to search up a list. I'm like, oh, I have to remember when. Because there's been. how
I
many
would
shows?
put Moon Knight and Hawkeye are hard, but one has Haley Steinfeld and one doesn't.
Are we
That's very
including
true.
Werewolf by Night in these?
No, I put Werewolf by Night in
Well, I don't
my
know where to
movie
rank that.
rankings.
Yeah,
Put
it
it
is.
in a
It is
movie
like a
ranking?
self-contained presentation.
I mean, it's
I
50
can't put that in a
minutes.
movie. I can't put that in a movie. There's an episode of like one of these shows have a longer episode than Moon Knight or than
Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night, right? It's like 45 minutes. 53 minutes includes it's like 7 minutes of credits.
I don't
Right.
think there's a Marvel episode longer than that.
I don't know.
I'm sure there is one that, or at least like equally as long.
Wait, equally, yeah.
Let me check the Disney Plus app.
It's a short film.
It's a television.
I put it on my 2022 ranked. I don't care.
Wow, that doesn't count.
I'll do it too. I'll probably.
You fucking stop it! Stop
Josh
it,
did it.
bro.
Josh did it first. Josh did it
Stop.
first, so I did it. You
What?
can blame Josh. Talk it up with Josh that he put it on his 2022 ranked.
You
So
fuckers.
I mean, I
You
put a
can't do
fucking
that. It's
Muppet
against the
special
rules.
on my last year's.
I actually took the Harry Potter special off because it was so low at this
Off?
point. Because it's the only like documentary I have on there, and I feel bad that it's
Watch
it's
another
not.
doc.
What else do you have on your ranking? Nothing.
I don't watch documentaries.
Yeah, get out of here.
Watch Val, damn it.
I'm good. Val from Star Wars.
Because it was unfair that I put Harry Potter so low. Not because I love that special. It's just it's just a different thing than these narrative stuff.
Wow, I see how it is.
But yeah, Werewolf by Night is my 18th favorite film of the year. If I'll have you know,
Wow, 18. That's pretty high.
out of 32, so like halfway.
Put it.
It'd probably be in my 30s.
Number 8, baby.
But I'll have you know, it's also over Multiverse of Madness and Love and Thunder as my favorite.
I can't compare the two.
It's right under Multiverse of Madness. Like in my whole MCU, in the whole MCU, it's my number 6.
Wow.
Of all time.
Yes, because
Holy
I
shit.
love how it emulated the classics of the heart. Let's talk about.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Where's our transition, Nathan? Where's the transition?
It's very
Boom.
cool. It's very different than anything that's been put out in a while for this.
I think. I don't know. I think it's very different. I think on a technical level, it's a technical marvel in terms of recreating what Nathan said, that classic monster feel to it. Even though I haven't watched a lot of them, I've seen a lot of clips and I've seen, the mummies and stuff like that. But the old mummies, not the Brandon Fraser ones.
The
But
1920s Universal.
exactly that kind of stuff. I've seen Dracula, bits and pieces of Nosferatu.
Moon Knight
good job,
fan.
Caesar. A lot of people like Moon Knight. For me, it just came and went.
You were liking the development in
I do.
the finale and everything
Again,
that was happening.
I'm able to talk about these shows as they come out week to week.
In compartmentalize. Yeah.
After it ended, it's not something
You didn't really think about it.
I didn't think about it.
Besides Loki.
Every time we talk about these shows, we're always like giving positive.
Because that's what we are. But like, I gave like an hour and a half to talk about Book of Boba Fett. Fucker. So it's like, I don't love that show.
Oh, Carson, he doesn't even have to watch it and he'll do it.
But like, I really want to, like, those Book of Boba Fett things are like an hour long about each episode, and at the end of the day, I didn't love the series. Anyways, back to Werewolf by Night. I like it on a horror creature feature level. I think it 100 a million 10% nails that. The acting is some of the best we've seen in the MCU.
Wow.
Gael Garcia Bernal was fantastic. Loved his character. Elsa Bloodshed. Right? Elsa Bloodstone, I think.
Yeah, something.
Played by, I forget the actress's name. Wow. Thanks, Caesar. Laura Donnelly was great. Their dynamic was really fun to watch. It's very fun. I wouldn't even say lighthearted, but it has those lighthearted feel to it in terms of the dynamic between Man-Thing and Jack.
Yeah.
I like the dynamic a lot.
We gotta save the tree-looking thing.
It wasn't
Ted,
Man-Thing. It wasn't. I don't know if this is a nitpick or not because you only had like 53 minutes. It wasn't the most emotionally gripping thing to watch.
Well, that's what I was gonna say because we have to jump right into the story and we don't get any. They skip all the exposition. I say, but I mean, obviously there's some exposition.
Which is why it's so hard for me to rank. Like, I love it. I love what I watched, but was I gripped watching it?
Okay, that is
I don't
fair.
know.
That is a fair argument. But I will say, and whether you put this as a positive or negative, when it's emulating that original era of horror, those movies were amazingly short. The original Dracula.
Oh yeah, totally.
Is like 70 minutes.
Yeah,
it's barely longer. But they stand out with their style and their gothic.
That's a great point, Nathan. Yeah, they stand out with their architecture, with their like style. That you could glean from the show. And this show
come from an era where as what probably would have won Best Acting back then, we'll look back on it and just be like, I don't know, this kind of just
this is kind of cheesy.
The other thing, the one thing I didn't like about this, I really liked everything, is I thought it should have ended like differently. Like I wish there was some closure between the main girl and him. I wish they had one more scene together after the fact. They don't. And then it just goes to him with the one thing in the trees, and then they're just like making jokes, and it just ends, which is fine. That felt tonally different than the rest of the movie to me. I didn't like that last scene.
It balanced the delicate tone because, like I said, it was very lighthearted with them. But then outside of that, it was very horrific. But I like that. It kind of had that Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jack. I mean, that's the case for all werewolf stories, right? Where it's like sometimes a werewolf is either going to be brooding and turn into a werewolf, or you get people like Jack, who's very lighthearted with his friends, serious when it counts, but a genuinely good guy who has this unfortunate curse.
I think it would have been good to end, like, have a scene of them like out in the moonlight when he was turning back or something.
Ooh, I would have loved similar a la to Lupin at the end.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Prisoner of Azkaban, where he's just like walking, he's exhausted.
Yeah,
and he's with Harry. Beautiful shit.
I mean, give it to me in the sequel. I can't imagine this will be the last time.
I can't imagine neither. But yeah, Nathan, go on with your thoughts because I liked a lot of what I saw here.
This is like a solid 3.5 stars for me. Like, I don't know where I'd rank it in terms of the MCU as a whole, but
I might go a little higher. I might go 4.
It would definitely be like, I mean, in the upper half somewhere. I just don't know where.
Yeah, I mean, this is rare, and granted they had less time, but it's definitely one of the more narratively consistent MCU projects I've seen in a long time. That's been an issue for a lot of the MCU movies. Like Love and Thunder is a big example of that, where it's just not consistent in terms of on a writing level. But this show, from beginning to end, it knows what it is. It does it very well, and it ends.
You
And I
can
like
tell
that.
Chiquino, who, amazing directorial debut,
Incredible.
is a huge fan of the era that he's in.
Yeah, I loved all the above shots, like the
Yeah.
sort of like remnant. You see all the players of all the different people
The
going
like
around.
lighting of like glowing
Yep.
on the eyes for specific shots.
Yeah.
The use of shadows here.
Oh
incredible.
yeah.
And
Like,
again,
the transformation sequence with like the flashing silhouette.
best
again,
scene in it.
it's-
Best thing. Oh,
Again, just having like a physically bounded set like feels so refreshing. Like it shouldn't, but like when you go from like Avengers Compound, which doesn't feel like a place at all, this feels like a place that these people are in, and so it's so refreshing on that level that I feel like I'm in this. I like get all the story with like the heads on the wall and like all these different things happening. Like I feel like that I'm like sort of like obviously that ominous trapped feeling. Like I feel like I'm trapped in this house in a maze and all that in a good way.
great point. Yeah. Real quick. Yeah, like Nathan or like Carson said, it's like the pictures say 1,000 words here. Like
Yeah.
there's a scene where Jack is looking at each of the monsters on the spiked wall, and he immediately knows like the trouble he's in just by looking at like what's around him. And
Dude, the animatronic of the dead guy, what's his name? I can't remember, but that was cool. In the casket that pops up and it's like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
I love that.
full animatronic. I'll be rotting for you.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
funny.
it felt very old school Scooby Doo. What's new Scooby Doo ish kind
Totally.
of stuff there. I kind of like
I
that.
mean, they easily could have like set up something where it was like, obviously you can achieve way better effects today, but they purposely were just like, yep, this is the dead corpse speaking on automated wires. It's great. But the opening was beautiful. The way they're like telling
Yes.
the tale through the inscripted pages. The whole idea of this sacred bloodstone being passed from generation to generation and holding immense power in the world of monsters, and just the whole idea of bringing together these monster hunters to go up against this opponent, this mysterious being that's not only the bloodstone itself is going to weaken the monster, but also make it angrier. So it's a challenge.
And I love that it flips it on its head, that it becomes a mission to aid the monster, and then of course you are the monster, and then who's really the monster type of narrative.
Yeah, and like the boasting up of Jack's character, because he everyone else thinks like them, he's a monster hunter. He is not. But he does have that many kills because of his alternative persona.
Yes.
Yeah. That was very funny too. He was like, I have 300 kills, and everybody else was like, what the hell? He's like, yeah. I wonder how that happens.
That's
like,
light work.
Did he turn into the werewolf and then write down the number of people he kills and submit it to the
guild
registry, to the guild? I'm like, how do they know that he turned into a werewolf, which is already a secret too?
Is there a reading? I don't know.
They get a blood mark etched in their skin every time.
Another one from Jack. Oh, Jack must to be on something. Oh,
Jack's going off tonight. I got 2 on.
New high score.
Yeah, Jack
Mushroom Kingdom.
Hold on.
But I love the labyrinth set of
So good.
So
the entire
cool.
courtyard.
Love me a good maze.
Oh yeah,
great time.
I love when she's like hiding down there with the
guy she killed.
The guy she killed, and then she
he's
uses the guy's uses the guy's crossbow thingy on his arm. That was cool.
Yeah, this is a very brutal show.
There is a lot of blood, which they get away with because it's not in color.
Yeah,
really cool.
Just going off.
I wish they would have let him shoot it on film. I think it's shot on digital, and then they just put that. I mean, it looks gorgeous, but
it looks gorgeous. But I agree with you. I can see some.
Yeah, it's a little too perfect. Like it's just a little. Like it gets the job done, but
there's an interesting technique in the film, which is revealed by the end. Obviously, like the world goes back into color.
Yeah, I love that. Was beautiful. I will say
a technique of that is it is clear that they definitely shot it in black and white and then added a recolor effect like they did back then to capture the
Interesting.
look of it looking that way.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's not just like perfectly like, oh yeah, we're in color now. This is how we look, and that's why it still holds that aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious to get the breakdown of that behind the scenes.
Agreed.
And again, shout out to the main actor that plays Jack. I know him specifically for he was in M. Night's Old.
Gael
Yes.
Garcia Bernal.
Yeah,
He's also in Old.
He wasn't old. Yeah,
I just said this.
Nathan just
That is
said-
the words I just spoke.
Oh, I thought you were saying in his old movies. I
No.
didn't. I think it meant literally old. I thought you said old movies.
Old, a movie that is fine.
Good, great, even. Another discussion.
Blast, a blast.
Blast. M. Night's new movie. Blast.
M. Night.
Okay, this is what
And M.
people.
Night.
This is what these motherfuckers get for naming their movies like adjectives. Like,
Oh come on!
Young, old, guest,
Old.
visit.
Now when I do with my Time Blazer episodes, then what?
That'd be genius. That's
straight to
different.
jail.
But
Straight
yeah,
to time jail. Do you have a time jail?
What? Time jail?
Yeah. Think
No.
about it.
There's
There's a group of. Well, I'm thinking like in Loki, right? Like what are the
TVA.
TVA, but in the Time Blazer universe,
We'll get
TBA.
there is a something.
they are vampires, and
They're not vampires. They're Time Lords, if anything. But not the Doctor Who one.
and the amount of time they have left in their life is the age of each of their victims gets added on. So if the victim was like 24, they get 24 years of being a time person.
Jeez.
That's a cool concept for a vampire movie. Like, I just want to die. I can't handle the immortality. But
Yeah.
I have that feast craving for blood, and I can't escape the curse.
But there's like a finite level of like, oh shit, gotta reload.
Oh,
Good
boy.
time. But yeah, this was fun. I'm very excited to see more of this kind of aesthetic for sure.
I hope we do. I just don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do anything like this anymore. I just don't.
Oh, I think Disney Plus will allow them to continue.
I
don't-
hope so. I just don't know.
I don't know if they want us to do it just like this, but just unique MCU projects like this. Like this is such a horrific, fun creature feature that I want them to do something else for like, I don't know, something
Totally.
sci-fi related. That's
And
not
that being
like-
said, like I don't think it would have happened had there not been Disney Plus. So that's
Yeah.
True.
that's the great part of
They're not
it.
putting this out in theaters.
But also to me, I worry that it's like this is Giacchino cashing in the favor of all favors, and I hope it doesn't stay like that. Like I would love to see Giacchino direct more stuff. Like I hope he
He has
does.
some real talent. Again, the camera work in this whole project was
Yeah.
amazing. Camera work was great. Great editing. He really nailed it. He showed more talent.
The music.
The music, of course.
Yeah, and I
Score was
love
amazing.
that he gets that double credit of directed by and scored by. It's cool.
Good job, Jake. You know,
It's amazing.
if only the Rogue One score was this good.
In 3 weeks, that's
God,
glory.
I have to
For
make a
what-
whole
for the time
video
you
about
had-
the Rogue One score and why it's goaded.
Anyway, that's a different podcast. But yeah, this was great. I adored. I would say, to Carson's point, if we want more stuff like this, let's keep talking about it because it's
Yeah, totally.
worth talking about.
I think it's a good length too. Like I love, like it's just like a nice shot of adrenaline, you know?
It's a nice like holiday special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we will. I wonder if I would assume the Guardians holiday special will be a special presentation, right?
Most likely.
Oh, most likely. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I know I've been hearing a
Is
lot
that
of
this year or
people-
last?
Yeah,
next
this year.
Jeez.
Because Guardians 3 is
Oh,
May.
this year. Oh my god.
True.
We'll probably get a trailer for both.
Guardians
soon.
3 is so soon. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Ant-Man's in 4
around
months.
the corner.
We're a less than a month away from Black Panther.
So much.
But yeah, there's been also like a lot of talks, especially now after this special presentation about a Midnight Suns project, especially with how many different types of characters introduced that we could pull together. And I want it so bad. It would be so cool.
What is a Midnight Sun for those who are dumb like me?
If there's a sun that shows up during the midnight.
No, it's like it's its own set team, you know. But unlike your like Thunderbolts or your Avengers, this is like the darker gothic side of the MCU. So we're talking like people like Blade, Moon Knight, um, what's his name from
And who are they fighting if they're all on the same team?
some demon. I don't know. But Doctor Strange is a part of it.
Oh,
Yeah, potentially Wanda.
Ghost Rider.
But she's covered in rock.
Ghost Rider would be if we ever can get him. But and we just had Man Thing here, and
Gabriel Luna for Ghost Rider. I will not accept any other.
if we can get Matt back, we got to get Gabriel back, man. I really hope Last of Us propels him back into the zeitgeist of popular talk.
He is so good at everything he does. Yeah, I mean, I would love a Midnight Suns kind of thing, a darker MCU project. And, you know, Feige, after this was released, was like, this is going to have big implications for the MCU moving forward. Like, he says about everything.
And they all do.
that makes me wonder too, because Oscar Isaac recently said that he's going to show up in the MCU again. But like, I don't know if that's going to be season.
I
2.
didn't realize how many people were not excited for season 2 of Moon Knight. Like the comments under that,
motherfucker,
like,
you just said I was all right. It was fine.
Yeah, but not for the reasons he's reading.
exactly. I mean, granted,
Got you.
I would watch. I didn't love the series. I would watch season 2. People on the comments were just like, if the writing gets better, the writing was
I think
best,
a lot of
but,
people
like,
had felt they botched the Jewish heritage.
Oh,
Well, yeah, that's another issue for sure.
Which I can't speak on because I'm not fluent in it. But just for like the storytelling aspects of it, and I was watching the great guys on YouTube, Cinema Therapy, who do a lot of like different psych evals of characters in fiction. I think we had talked about them previously. They did one for Kylo Ren, which was cool.
Oh yeah.
They did 2 episodes. They talked about both Split and Moon Knight and how one handles DID very well and the other one does not. Split does not, but Moon Knight very much captured it beautifully.
Better than yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah, it is very interesting to.
Split had
I
2
mean,
hours.
of course, that's something that She-Hulk even pokes fun at in terms of representation in the MCU. If like, oh, you're telling me this guy is he gets the power now, and he's gonna, be this big villain out of nowhere, yada yada yada.
True.
So there's definitely a lot to think about in terms of how they do those things. But I mean, Moon Knight does set up that season 2 in post credits.
Much more so than
I'll be
any
curious
other MCU
because
show.
which Loki very much like right away they're like, we're doing season 2. Loki, like it's happening.
We knew that before
They
season 1.
didn't do that with Moon Knight, and they haven't thus. I mean, it just came out yesterday. They maybe will do that with She-Hulk, but you would think they would tweet out like, "Hey, here's the logo. She-Hulk will return for season 2."
Mm-hmm.
Or Moon Knight will return.
Yeah, you're
for
right.
season
They didn't
2.
even do any like somebody would return.
Like
Ms.
Loki was
Marvel-
very quick. Like
Loki, we knew they loved that writer, Michael Watron. Miss Marvel, they said will return in the Marvels, not really for season 2.
yeah, it's different.
I mean, even if they didn't explicitly say that, like what they showcased, I mean, her and Carol swap places. We got to resolve that.
Yeah,
It does. She-Hulk. It only says season finale on the homepage.
Yeah, but not series.
That's
then-
exactly. It doesn't say series finale.
And then for Moon Knight, though, that's one of the rare shows that was just like definitely teeing up a season 2, even though that hasn't been announced. Like with the whole ending,
Has been
that was all
announced. But they did. There was this like set video with Oscar, them hanging out in Cairo again, doing season 2 stuff.
But I doubt they're filming though.
I don't know.
Why would they be? What do you mean? I don't know.
You telling me they wouldn't announce it?
If they're filming now, I mean, they have to come out within the next 2 to 3 years, and it's not. We saw all the release dates.
Who knows what?
Who knows what Kevin the acronym has planned for
Kevin
us?
the bot.
God damn it!
I
Where are you?
I didn't get to talk about Kevin much for a second. Kevin was hilarious.
He was great.
I really thought they were building up to the man himself.
Me too. What are you doing? Is he in Atlanta, Vancouver? Where you
He's
at?
busy.
London?
He's busy.
Shit.
But it was,
I told Jalen as soon as it started happening, I'm like, Kevin's never in his office. So what are we about to see here? Because he's never in his office. He admits that.
I had PTSD to when I was like much younger. I called Marvel headquarters in New York. Like literally, I dialed them, and I got some receptionist, and I asked like, "Hey, could I speak to Kevin Feige, please?" And she was like, "Sure, may I ask who's calling?" And I was like, I froze because I didn't think I'd get this far, and I hung up.
No.
What am I gonna do? Say like, "Oh yeah, it's RDJ, baby."
I'm his bastard son. I demand to speak to him. I will call the cops.
No!
Couldn't
I'm
focus on the
the estranged nephew of
Oh,
Bob
man.
Iger. I would like a role, please. No.
MCU would have been totally different. You would have killed the MCU.
This had to have been pre-Civil War.
Oh man. Good time.
But where was I going?
The Kevin Adam just very funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious the way this is running through, and the fact that like she had to sign the NDA anyway, just because everybody has to sign the NDA.
And again, it was so bad because it was like I create the ultimate creation of entertainment or whatever that people find fault with on the internet later on, but I don't care.
Yeah, some are better than others. I'll leave that up to the internet.
To the internet, yeah, that was great. That was funny.
Oh, it's so good. It's like, but what was Bruce doing? I didn't fucking matter. I was saved for the movie. The third movie. What's coming? Her teeing up like, hey, when are we getting the X-Men? It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. I'm doing one for the audience.
More Matt Murdock, please. It was so fun. I'm
gonna miss She-Hulk.
Did anybody notice that like the Kevin had a like little hat
thing going on? That was great. That was cute.
And I was reading an interview with the writers that was saying like we were showing this to Kevin, and his most like thing out of everything he only questioned like, why would a robot have a hat? And they were like, that's what you focus on, Kevin, and all this. And he's like, yeah.
That's amazing.
He's so nice. Just like the stories you hear about Kevin, how like Iman was texting how like it's not 616 Kevin, it's Earth 199, and he just sends back a frowny face because he's just like, oh, I thought it was cool.
To this day, Iman and Kevin still get into an argument.
Still hired. She's under the contract.
Yeah, she's like, you can't fire me now. The people love me.
I'm in.
Yeah, that was it. Werewolf by Night, great. She-Hulk, great. But as you mentioned, Nathan, with the Midnight Suns, there is a character there that's having some trouble right now.
Oh.
Blade. Blade's having some trouble.
This is unfortunate.
Delayed, bamboozled to 2024.
To the Deadpool 3 date, which that's a whole topic to discuss as well.
Yeah, but I want to talk about, we've been gone for a while. Mm-hmm. We've lost the director in Blade, which we haven't really talked about yet. The director, who I'm blinking on the name right now, left over, I believe it was just the basic creative differences, if I'm correct.
Not great.
And I think scheduling too, because they weren't happy with the scripts, and so it wasn't going to be a go to film in this November. They were going to have to wait, so he probably is on to do something else, I would assume.
What's Bassam Tariq doing besides Blade? I figure once you get a Marvel contract, you really want to stick with it for a while. I don't know. Yeah. Which leads me to believe it was mostly creative references. Sure. But Bassam Tariq is the one, that's his name. Bassam Tariq, who did the Riz Ahmed movie, Mogul Mowgli.
Yeah.
Which I haven't seen, but I heard really good things from the festivals. But yeah, so it was going to come out November 2023. It is now delayed to September 6th, 2024, basically an entire year minus a few months. So now they have more time to find a new director and work on the script, which apparently Mahershala Ali is having some producing credit on. So he's actively looking for the script and actively helping out in terms of the director process as well. But Mahershala Ali is still on board. He hasn't left or anything.
Yeah, that'd be criminal to lose him.
Yeah, they need him.
He's been cast for 3 years now.
Yeah, I still remember him coming out of Comic-Con with that.
Yeah. And then
Classic.
the world shut down.
Yeah, tragic. So he's still on. Blade, unfortunately, though, is having some delays, which is unfortunate because this was one of my more anticipated MCU products for next year. Like this and the Marvels, I was
So
like
down
most hyped
to
for.
3 movies next year.
Down to 3.
Ant-Man, Guardians, and the Marvels.
Next year was supposed to be our first movie with 4 movies in 1 year, but now that is going to change to 2024. So the way the release dates work now, everything up until Guardian 3 is the same. Ant-Man's February, Guardians is in May, the Marvels is in July 28th. Still, I don't like that release date for the Marvels because, Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, that whole gauntlet next summer is going to be crazy. But from July 2023, no MCU movie all the way until May 3rd, 2024 with Cap 4, which Nathan teased is going to might include some Hulk stuff.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts then is July 2024. Thunderbolts, we can talk about it now. You mentioned it earlier. Reportedly, Harrison Ford is now our new General Ross.
Yeah, which
that's from Slash Film Entertainment, by the way. Slash Film, good website, good group of people.
Which throws me for a loop. Not that they got Harrison, which is its own like
big thing.
Got Harrison. But the fact that like they are making this decision to recast this character, which has been in 5 entries now in the MCU.
5.
He was in the Incredible Hulk, reprised in Civil War, had spots in Infinity War and Endgame. And
did he? Was he in both of those?
He was. I think he was just at Tony's funeral in Endgame, but he was there. And then he had a brief scene or 2 in Black Widow.
Gotcha. Nice. Nathan, right off the bat. Nice. The MCU trivia over here. So I'm going to give this guy a cookie.
And then, but it gets intriguing on the flip side, and I agree with like the stance that they took, that they were not going to recast Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, who has 4 entries in this point in time.
There's 2 just gigantically different roles. Yeah,
they are for sure, and especially with like the significance and importance. It is interesting that like they decided like, well, we had this idea, we're gonna stick with Ross. I was like, okay,
yeah.
I imagine they're gonna go probably like I imagine they've been wanting to do Red Hulk for a while.
I thought this was less of a chance of Red Hulk. You're Harrison Ford's 80 now. There's no
way. But again, we're talking like VFX. Like at most, maybe they got to motion track himself, and then they could put in a stunt guy.
Think they're gonna do Red Hulk?
Probably.
Thunderbolts. It's possible.
I don't even know if is he set for Thunderbolts or is he in? I mean, yeah, it's the Thunderbolts. It has to be.
This is mainly centered around Thunderbolts.
Yeah, but so I was still stuck on the Cap 4 thing, but yeah,
Thunderbolts. Oh, okay. He could be in Cap 4 as a post credit or whatever. But I really think with this Ross thing, it could be a one and done Thunderbolts thing. He could appear in some of the subsequent Avengers movies, but I don't see him appearing in Blade, Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four, King, anything like that. So if they want to I think this is like, okay, we'll get Harrison Ford for this movie. We might not need him again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
He could die in Thunderbolts. I'm not sure.
This could be the end of Ross's character, which is totally like.
Which actually then leads credence to you. Like if this is a one and done thing for Thunderbolts, I can then see them like, okay, give the fans a cookie. Let's give them Red Hulk.
But how far will they go?
Do we know the villains of Thunderbolts? Was that revealed at D23?
The villain? I don't think so.
Just the cast, right?
Just the roster.
Which we also haven't revealed at this podcast yet. We haven't talked about the cast of Thunderbolts.
It's funny because we all assumed like, oh yeah, they're gonna have Abomination in that roster, and they don't.
They don't, which is weird. The roster isn't the best. We have Yelena, Winter Soldier,
John Walker, Ghost,
Black Widow villain. What's the name? Taskmaster.
Red Guardian. I think I also saw. No, I'm sorry. My brain started bleeding over with the What If season.
What If? Me too. Yeah.
Because we all had the pirated photos come out.
So I think that's 6 for Thunderbolt. I think that's right. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's the full
of which I don't care about Taskmaster. Ghost, I like the actress. I know Carson's not the biggest fan, but I like Ghost. He has potential. Red Guardian and Yelena have a dynamic that I already like. That's interesting.
We all love Bucky.
We all love Bucky. John Walker is hit and miss.
Is he a good guy now?
Is he a good guy now? Because that finale, bleh.
I imagine that Val's gonna come back with Julie Reese.
For sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
But I thought she was gonna be a villain, so I'm confused. Like, what? I mean, if this is like their Suicide Squad take of like, oh, we do the stuff that other people can't type of thing.
I never perceived her as a villain. Like Viola Davis isn't a villain. I mean,
yeah, but we also know Amanda Waller is not a great person, so I imagine
Yeah.
it's the same deal.
No, she's in the gray.
The gray, like justice at what cost?
Exactly.
And how does Thunderbolt Ross factor?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about this lineup of comics.
I'm sure
Neither do. I mean, the comics are completely different, which why people are upset because
Right.
they're pulling from like what the MCU has.
Yeah,
not-
they're making
exactly.
their own line. Okay.
Yeah.
But in general, so this movie comes out in general, Ross.
This movie, Thunderbolts, comes out July 2024.
2024. Then
After
Blade
that is
comes
Blade, September
Then
6th.
now November is Deadpool, correct?
Let's talk about Deadpool. Deadpool 3, which was now revealed to have the one,
He's
the
back.
only, he's back, the greatest showman himself, the prisoner himself.
Prisoner of Azkaban
prisoner?
himself.
He's in the movie Prisoner.
The prestige, if you will.
The Prestige
The
himself.
Prestige himself. The bad
Jackman
education
Pugh.
principal himself.
The Van that is Helsing.
Wow, he is. Is he in Van Helsing?
He is Van Helsing.
He's Van Helsing?
Yes,
Wow.
with
Never
Kate
seen it.
Beckinsale in.
Look, I'm excited for this movie. I don't think
It's Hugh Jackman, by the way.
I don't think it's
Oh
gonna
shit!
I don't think it's gonna detract from Logan. Of course, personally, I wouldn't
Not all.
want to even muddy the waters, but that's just me. I can see it's not gonna ruin my enjoyment or overall emotional closure with Logan.
Mhm.
I'm fine. This movie is gonna be fun.
I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page.
I don't know.
It's a one and done, fun.
Hollywood will continue to
adventure.
do this no matter what. Sadly, so it's just gonna be. I'd rather have the two most best friends in real life who are in their characters doing some goofy road trip stuff.
Yeah.
Than any other combination of whatever Deadpool 3 was going to be, because I was already kind of tired of Deadpool 2. So this
Even
sounds
before the
refreshing
news, we heard Ryan talked about this when Fox still had Deadpool, that he always wanted to do a road trip movie with Hugh. This is all the way back in 2018, where they're asking
so
is there any,
pre-merger.
are there any cool ideas you wanted to do? He was like, well, I wanted to do a movie with Hugh, but he died in Logan, so it's weird. But now it's like multiverse bullshit, whatever. I also agree
you're
with
Loki.
I know. I also agree with Carson. Logan for me is my second favorite comic movie of all time, behind Spider-Verse. I adore Logan. It is peak. It is everything to me. I love Logan. This will not take away from Logan at all. First of all, on a out of movie level, it's just two guys having fun, doing a new movie together. I don't care. If you get into the canon of it all, Logan takes place in the far future. This could have been 20 years before the events of Logan, and then Deadpool and them have this adventure or whatever. It doesn't matter what version of Logan they get here. I don't care. Having fun.
What I find hilarious is everyone's sudden panic for X-Men continuity now, which we have not had that strong of a bond for.
Deadpool 1 made fun of the continuity. So come on. It doesn't matter.
He's literally jumping around all willy-nilly in Deadpool 2, which I imagine is probably how we're going to get a Hugh back. But yeah, we know the way of variance through both Loki and now Multiverse Madness and No Way Home. Yes, you can have returning entities or you can have whole new ones. The door is wide open, and I imagine this is going to be a huge, maybe some similar events he lived through, but it's probably in pre-Logan. I imagine we'll get a scene Deadpool being referencing something from Logan. Wolverine just be like, "The fuck are you talking about? What?" Stop.
Exactly. It's gonna be super meta, super funny. I cannot wait for this. This is great. This is huge. I never expected this to happen.
No.
Just mainly not because of like the whole continuity of it all, just because of Hugh. Hugh notoriously said like it takes a lot for me to bulk up to be Logan, and I understand that completely as an actor. I mean, I'm not an actor myself. But
Every morning, those
I know.
cold showers to get into the mindset of like pissed off.
There's chicken and pasta shit. Like The Rock talks about it a lot too. It's just like
Yeah, which I saw a video of that back when Hugh was first cast. He like called The Rock or something because he saw him in Tooth Fairy or something, and The Rock was jacked. You know, I mean, he's in wrestling shape, and he's like, "How do you do that?" And I guess The Rock gave him like a diet and everything. I was like, "Oh, that's so
awesome."
random." And now Black Adam, the hierarchy.
God, we're going back to like '99 for that.
Yeah.
And met Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin was producing on
This is also a thing here. Kevin notoriously, he's a fan, just like us. And I said this when Spider-Man came out. It's his strength and weakness. While I love that Logan is coming back, or he was coming back as Logan here, it's like, does this detract from us getting a new Wolverine? Is this going to take us longer to get a new Wolverine now?
100%.
I don't think so.
It's kind of the same thing I had with Spider-Man, where it's like, oh, we can't have a new Green Goblin because Willem Dafoe was just too perfect. We can't have a new Doc Ock because Alfred Molina is just too perfect. Instead of being creative, they got the same shit we saw 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me an example that isn't a villain for that argument, though? Because I feel like it's like tougher. Because like once we use a villain, it'll be a while before we use another villain in the incarnation. But in terms of our main hero that runs through different rosters of different teams and adversaries, I think it would be plenty easy. And they might not even go a full blown Logan recast for this new incarnation. They might just go full blown X-23.
I hope. That's the ballsy approach that I want Kevin to do. Will I think he'd do it? I don't think so.
I mean, I don't even think we're seeing X-Men until 2026 or 7.
I don't think it's till 24 that they can actually use them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's mainly the contract thing, yeah. But Nathan, you don't know how much I would love that idea.
25.
I would love for Kevin to twist it on his head, to surprise us, and not fall into just because we have the X-Men. Because again, Kevin's a very classic guy. Yeah, like let's do the classic roster. Let's do the Chris.
I just don't want to do
X-Men
as much as I just don't want to botch the Dark Phoenix saga again.
We're not gonna do
how many times?
That's too far ahead.
That's way down the line.
Yeah, I don't think.
I know, but I just don't want it to set up as the mirroring the exact same story. I mean, of course, like those
Kevin's definitely
X-Men
not going to
arcs.
do that. Which is why I think
we gave it to two very not capable hands.
I
know.
The ideal thing for X-Men, which I think is the most common sense, and the thing I think Kevin's going to do, just give us Harry Potter with superpowers. That's what everybody wants.
Right.
That's what X-Men is. That's what Stanley. I mean, Harry Potter existed after, of course, but it's just like we want to see kids dealing with persecution, dealing with teenage things while dealing with persecution, and then
I think
give
X-Men
us
is like
big stuff.
X-Men is definitely like overtly more political too. Like I would love for them to dive into that more.
Give us the X-Men 2 stuff. That's what I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're going back to what Nathan said. I would love for them to introduce X-23 first, then give us Logan. That's ballsy. That's different.
I've wanted an X-23 movie since we saw
Logan. Daphne
Keane in the role. Like she was immensely.
Bring her back.
Bring her back.
I would 100%.
Could she appear in Deadpool?
Maybe.
I would love it. Every MCU movie has to tease something. So I'm like, just pull in Daphne King, say, "Hey, Daphne, you're in the MCU now. Credits," and I will jump out of my seat.
I mean, his Dark Materials just is ending.
There you go.
She's done with season 3 of that show. So
she made a comment, I think, a few years ago, maybe last year, where she's like, "I still have
call me up, yeah.
I still have Laura Kinney in me. I would love to do it." I was just talking off air yesterday with Nathan. Laura Kinney is getting a new run with Marvel Comics, but it's 5 issues only, and they're calling it X-23. I'm like, no, she is Wolverine. Just stop giving me the X-23 stuff.
Right.
I would love for Kevin to be like, boom, here's Laura Kinney, and then they can set it up as a mystery, kind of like a la Sauron and Ring to Power. You can just like, oh, so if this is Laura Kinney, where's our Wolverine?
Right,
then you can set them up later. Because again, I think also another thing Kevin realizes that was a big flaw of the Fox X-Men movies was Wolverine was the main focus, especially after. No, yeah, just from the beginning, Wolverine was the main focus. From X-Men 1 through 3.
He was just too cool.
The first trilogy, X-Men, Logan was the main focus.
Yeah,
it wasn't until First Class, which some say is the best X-Men, that it was just a Magneto and Xavier storyline as it should be.
Yeah. And I feel bad because like my personal favorite is still Days of Future Past, and Logan is like the crux of that.
I love Days of Future Past too, but yeah,
like it should be a big focus with like the main team with like Cyclops and Jean.
Give me a good Scott, damn it!
Yeah, like we really haven't nailed that at all.
I mean, you had Ty Sheridan, one of the best up and coming actors, was great.
He was just the page,
the script we needed.
The page did not sing.
Did not help him. No.
And the direction
also
up in it. I still don't know why, of all things, for Dark Phoenix, they gave it to Simon Kinberg, who was only a producer, didn't direct.
Because it was easy.
You mean the 355 Simon Kinberg?
I don't know. I didn't see it. Was it good?
I don't know. I haven't saw it.
It's fine. 2.5.
I love all the cast.
Didn't Kinberg produce Rebels?
Oh yeah, he was huge in Rebels. He was a big influence.
Yeah,
not big influence.
his one redeeming quality
is Dave. But yeah, him and Dave had some good stuff. I think people like Kinberg have some good ideas, just don't know how to execute them, which is fine.
Like I don't ever expect like to see Kevin Feige directing,
right?
Oh God,
nor should he. But it's like people with good ideas should stay in the idea room, the writers' room, whatever it's called. Yeah, Kinberg was in charge of all the X-Men movies, I think, ever since X-Men 1.
I believe so.
So, anyways, yeah, a lot of hype for the X-Men. Those X-Men movies could be our missing. So now, Kang Dynasty was going to be the same year as Secret Wars. They're both going to be in 2025. But now, Kang Dynasty is May 5th, 2025. In between Secret Wars, which is May 2nd, 2026, we have 3 Marvel Untitled movies. July 2025, November 2025, and February 2026. Those 3 movies could be a Shang-Chi 2, could be maybe an X-Men.
Wait, and Fantastic Four moved back to 2025 as well?
No, yeah, it did. It's February. It's the movie right before King Dynasty.
It's such an OCD thing, but the fact it's not coming in 2024 pisses me off.
Okay, but the day it's opening is I think the 14th. So we can
we won.
We can still make the prophecy.
The editors can still fuck with the 4.
God, I feel like we're the
God, the 4. I just wanted the 4 to flip over to the date, the title logo to flip to the date, and then it would like.
God, I feel like we're the fucking bozos who are always
we are.
At the end of the world, it's gonna be. Oh no, it's here.
Yeah, it totally is.
But yeah,
we're the motherfuckers who are like, oh, Moon Knight created the Disney Plus logo when he jumped over the roof, and then it.
That was hot though.
It was dope.
And then Obi-Wan did it with his saber.
The saber, and I'm like,
all right, just keep doing this. Yeah.
I mean, look, we were starved of behind the scenes DVD menus. Let us have our 2-second trailer title reveal for the corporation that we pay hundreds of dollars to.
Hell yeah.
But to Evan's point, I had theorized for a while that one of the in-between films between Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars was going to be a Mutants project.
I would like that idea a lot. You could set up them appearing in Secret Wars and then go to the ground and take after Secret Wars with a new world order, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of like the
reboot. Confused with Captain America: New World.
Wow! I was about to say.
I didn't even. Wow. So yeah, that's funny. I didn't realize that. But so yeah, mutants can appear before then. I don't know where the hell Shang-Chi 2 could go. Destin could do it.
Where's the Ring show?
Yeah, Destin's, and what does its main events take place? Because it'd be interesting how how he's going to be. We've already seen him sort of get sucked into the conflict, but how is that going to develop more? You know, I'd be very curious if it's set before. Is it very impacted by the main escalating conflict, or if
Good
it's set
point.
after? How does that affect his character
Do they leave us
development?
hanging and then
I don't know.
we just see him again in King Dynasty? That's what it's shaping up to be. Because where could he be before King Dynasty?
She-Hulk season 2, baby.
Between Ant-Man, Guardians, Marvels, Cat-War, Thunderbolts, Blade, Deadpool, Fantastic Four, then King Dynasty. I don't see anywhere we see Shang-Chi in that. Maybe the Marvels, because Miss Marvel's the one that contacted Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Captain America. Captain America could be the area where we see
Right. I mean, traditionally we've
a
seen
new Avengers layout because we still need a leader. Cap could be our leader. Cap 4 could end with like Avengers Assemble with our new Avengers, the new Avengers. And then that leads into Thunderbolts, Blade, Deadpool, Fantastic Four. I still like that Fantastic Four is the movie before King Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Kang being Kang probably besides Doctor Doom is probably the biggest Fantastic Four villain.
And also Kang, the fact that Kang is a descendant of Mr. Fantastic.
Exactly, which they may or may not get into, but it's very relevant. So,
And I'm just so curious how any of this shapes up in terms of writing and all of this, like integrating everything. Like it's just such a task to get.
It's almost like you need some kind of robot to be in charge of everything.
I'm still trying to think. I'm still trying to think where Doctor Strange is gonna be when he'll pop up again.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, he's with Fast and Furious' own Charlize Theron.
Charlize.
Prometheus'
own.
With
ran
Clea.
away from a falling thing and just sat there to get crushed.
All right.
Dumbass.
All right. What are you gonna do? It's like 10 miles.
Not go in the same direction as a
Run sideways.
10 miles wide.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm Evan's obsession. Like, where's Shang-Chi at? I'm thinking, where's Strange? Can we fix this?
I'm tired of Strange. Give me Shang-Chi.
No. Yes, I mean Shang-Chi's very new, and yes, we need him.
I mean, Strange is going to be a new core person, right? Though of the Avengers,
He's an
elder. I would
an elder.
classify.
Yeah, he's like the Gandalf to everybody.
Yeah.
Even though he's still like.
I mean, he's part of the Illuminati, right?
He's still fairly new. He came in last phase.
Yeah.
That seems ages ago, Nathan. Phase 3.
That's your fault.
Phase 3.
Fix your mindset, baby.
I was in college in Phase 3.
I was.
2016 is like eons ago. Like I feel like a completely different person than I was in 2016.
Oh man, I definitely am. Well, we were children.
Well, listen. I was a junior in high school.
I was a sophomore in college.
I mean, Carson was like a month apart.
Yeah,
I was ending my sophomore year in college. Man, good times.
Rogue One hadn't even come out yet,
Thank God.
and I was shilling for every
kidding.
morsel of advertisement. I'm like, oh, look at this frame, look at this. Like, I should never have done that.
Who's the guy in the cave?
It was fun. Those were fun times.
Every shot. Oh, look at all the TIE fighters. Oh, the bridge. Oh, this is a different shot. Oh, reshoot.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a maskless photo of Adam Driver in costume that they officially released, and I'm still like, is that an on-set guy?
And then we had Scargate when the whole that teaser came out.
I missed 2017.
That I'm
2017
like, guys,
one.
Ryan would not do this if the. I'm just tweeting innocently about dumb things like that.
I remember I used to get 2016 was the dark times as a Raylo fan, getting called a rapist because I like Kylo and Rey. Oof.
Yeah, because of
Not great because of the interrogation scene, guys.
It's abuse.
It's abuse. Mental abuse.
Oh goodness.
Not great, Bob.
Would you like to watch Game of Thrones?
Early
Yes.
Twitter days.
When I'm supporting an uncle and he's getting married.
I remember
Hell
just
yes.
like argue like 2017. Like I just would argue with people. Like why
All the
did I pick
time.
fight?
Why
Like,
did I
just
do
would
that?
Pick fights
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah, say
Why
I'm
did I
like,
do that?
Like my entire
different
presence
from
was
my
arguing
time.
with people.
I was always arguing.
we finally risen above engaging in the conflict.
Remember the New
Going
Hope
there.
TFA discourse all the time? every
God,
day?
no, I'm telling you, the TFA Rogue One discourse, I'm like,
Oh,
TFA is so much better. Y'all
still
don't know
going.
writing, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Disney has made only garbage except Rogue One and The Mandalorian and another thing. It's very pick and choose, and it's all Kathleen. So it's like,
Rebels finale was still coming out.
oh man.
Season 4.
To that point though, I mean, I was also like diving into like any piece I could get for like, oh, what's Avengers 2 gonna be? Like, how is this gonna go?
Oh, same. Yeah.
And it was fun. It's still fun. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's still fun. I have fun.
We've been talking about it for the last 10 minutes.
You tell him, Nathan. You tell
I'm
him.
telling you, bitch.
You tell him.
It's fun to just like, oh, what comic thing could they pull from next?
Yeah.
Hulkling, baby.
We ran out of comics.
We have not.
Shit.
I guarantee you, we have not.
Sorry to burst your bubble. We're out of comics. They're gonna have to come up with an original character.
Ah, fuck. We have burned through 80
Please do.
years.
Do you ever
Damn
think
it.
about that though? Like,
If they ever created an original character.
do you ever just think about like how reliant our current thing is on previous myths right now and creations, and like
the legacy sequel?
yeah, just that whole concept in general of like,
Oh, sure.
it's very interesting. Like
Everyone-
will Spider-Man just like you think there's got to be something next that's gonna be the next Spider-Man, but in a way that I can't perceive yet because it hasn't become as culturally.
We have it.
You're in it.
It's Time Blazer. What are you talking about?
An original series.
Exactly.
.com/.
It just breaks my brain, and even just like with all the Lord of the Rings, like will there ever be another Tolkien again? Like,
I agree,
of course there will be. It's just like very interesting to deal with, like in real time,
What's the
because
next big
I can't see history like I'm living it.
I mean, seemingly it was. I mean, it's a big franchise now, but like when the first John Wick came out, we were just like, oh wow, what is this?
Yeah.
It works in certain genres, minus the comic book one. I think action, you're getting your stuff like John Wick. Mystery, you're getting Knives Out has completely changed the game for murder
100%.
mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
Horror, of course, 2022 is a big example of like horror.
There's a
In
lot.
2021, we did a Malignant commentary the other day, and Malignant can spawn its own franchise. Smile can spawn its own franchise. You never know; these things can be big.
Yeah.
It's just very interesting that you can't recognize
In the present.
importance of something or the relevance of something fully until like it's lived in the zeitgeist for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere you turn, there's a new reboot of an old thing
Yeah.
now being packaged new.
And even the big franchises now are based off of old stuff, like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Are completely original, but based off of the old 80s.
Right.
Big inspiration like Stephen King and
Exactly.
Amblin.
And it just cascades like, will I ever have an original creative thought? Like, will I ever?
I
create
mean,
some-
Nobody ever does.
nobody ever.
no,
it's just
my
very,
shit is born out of my fandom.
Yeah.
I know. It's just.
Every idea I have in my head is based off of like something I've seen in
Yeah.
Naruto. It's like, I have no original bones.
It's just scary, man. Friday Night Thoughts is scary.
Go take a shower, Nick Carson. Shower thoughts.
It's so funny. Like even when I'm thinking about when I'm creating Time Blazer and how I approach the characters, I'm like, well, originally I was like, yeah, a Spider-Man archetype, but now I'm like, no, I'm just having them like talk about Spider-Man, but they're their own thing. But then I slowly realized, wait a second, that's just Kevin Smith stuff, and god damn it, I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't mind because I love it.
But
all.
it's the execution and the combination
Mm.
of uniqueness of your own experience.
What if Kevin Smith had the budget of Spider-Man?
Jeez.
That's what
Wow.
I'm trying to do.
Another release day I want to talk about. Two more. Dune moves up to November 3rd, 2023. Little short thing, but it was going to go the same day as Hunger Games on Thanksgiving.
Which I still thought one of them was going to move. But this is the one thing I'm glad that Blade moved. It's because Dune can have its own day.
Yeah. Dune now has 2 weeks of IMAX exclusivity to itself. 2 weeks, and then Hunger Games come down on
We
Thanksgiving.
won.
So it can ride all of November programming to Hunger Games, because Hunger Games is very YA. Dune is very rated R, semi-adult, family oriented.
It's not R.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, was Dune R?
No, it's not R.
It's not R?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You did this the other day, like Predator's PG-13. No, it's R. It's R.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to call the MPAA and have them leave up the title screens for you in the next
I am-
10 seconds.
Please do.
I am the Scott Mance of MPA.
I'm an old man. Nice. Also, another release date: Apes Together, Strong. New Apes film directed by Wes Ball from Maze Runner fame. He is doing the next Apes film that is now officially called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, coming out Memorial Day weekend 2024. May 25th, 2024 is our next Apes movie. Filming is beginning early next year. Casting is underway. The lead actress is none other than Freya Allen from The Witcher. She plays Ciri in The Witcher. She's the main character of The Witcher, next to Geralt and Yennefer.
Nice.
She's incredible in The Witcher. I'm so glad that she's breaking out from The Witcher and doing more stuff because she's amazing, and I'm excited for more people to realize her young talent because she's one of the best writing talents in the business. And I can't wait to see her lead. I'm pretty sure she's going to be the human character in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. She could be an ape character for all I know, but they didn't really specify that. I think they specified human character.
Yeah, we don't explicitly know, but if they do what I've been hoping for, then this is great news.
What are you hoping for, buddy?
Well, I was always hoping that they would go to the very first Planet of the Apes in the timeline and have, and because they also set it up kind of in Rise on a TV broadcast that there's a shuttle taking off with astronauts, and as the story goes for the original Planet of the Apes, that is what happens. They go. They are seemingly not gone for too long, but when they return to land on this planet, they're like, "Oh, I saw these apes here, and like people are enslaved. What's going on?" And it's not until the big twist at the end, like this has been Earth the whole time.
So you think they're gonna reboot the first film in a way, or
what's that?
So you think they're gonna like redo the events of the first film in a way?
In its own type of way, fitting in this universe, I think. But I can see it being like it's Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, so I imagine we'll have a prospering community that Caesar began all those years ago, now fully realized, and we'll have a human character return to our world, kind of out of time, as it were.
I'm so excited for this movie.
I would love that.
2024. It gotta go restate, by the way. Did we mention that?
Yeah, we said that. May 25th, 2024. Yeah. And I said Freya Allen is our main lead, Carson.
Yes, Witcher fan. No. Nathan, watch The Witcher, please.
I watched the first episode.
No!
Years ago.
The Witcher, of which we haven't talked about it yet, but Blood of Elves is coming out December 31st, 2022.
And the prequel series?
Yeah, 4 episodes, I think. 4 or 5 episodes. And then Witcher gets the rare summer release date for Netflix.
Yeah, season 3.
Which is weird. I'm worried about it for the summer because Netflix, during the summertime, Netflix is like popping shit out.
Yeah.
I liked it being in the December Christmas time.
I think it'll be big still.
But I think it'll be big too. I mean, hopefully it doesn't come out along the same time as Shadow and Bone. That's going to be bigger.
Yeah, when is Shadow and Bone coming out?
I'm assuming
filming, right?
I'm assuming spring.
Yeah, probably like a March.
Probably March or in April. Either way, though, yeah, Freya Allen's the lead. They casted for. There's 2 more casting. They casted for the lead ape and somebody else, but
yeah,
I forget their casting. But Freya Allen is a big one because I think she again is going to be the human character. But I like Nathan's pitch that it's going to be a different take, a unique take on the original.
Yeah, the concept art looks really cool.
They could easily do another semi prequel where it's just a little bit before the first film. But yeah, I'm not sure. Wes Ball, though, yeah.
I was saying, the original Planet of the Apes stuff we're pulling from is funny because it had gone pretty wacky. There was 5 entries. There was a time travel subplot.
Yes, I've only ever watched the first film. I never watched any of the sequels.
But it's funny because I'm pretty sure like 4 and 5 basically were Reeves films, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. It's fascinating.
I agree. Wes Ball, I think I really like the first Maze Runner. Very bold direction, very creative. The second one's not my favorite, but it's still very good in terms of action and Yeah, that's pretty much it. The action's pretty good. The third one's better than the second. I think I go 1, 3, 2 for the Maze Runner trilogy.
Okay.
Some emotional twists I didn't like, but in general, pretty solid. Pretty solid directing from Wes Ball. He's just very creative talent. Again, he was going to do that one Mouse Guard movie, which unfortunately got canned during the Fox Disney buyout. But I'm glad that Disney gave him a bone here and let him run wild in the Kingdom of the Apes here.
I mean, I'm sure it was a passion project, but kind of an upgrade.
I think so too. Yeah.
Hell yes.
I'm excited. Other news here. Speaking of release dates, what did I just delete?
Undo.
No, it was Dune and Apes. Yeah. So other release date: Glass Onion, the next sequel to Knives Out, gets a Thanksgiving release date in 600 theaters nationwide throughout America, UK,
1 week
Canada. 1 week only, though. Boo, Netflix.
Boo this man. But
This is
Ryan.
crazy to me. I read that people were cheering, and Ryan was so happy, and I'm happy for Ryan because this is a big thing for Netflix.
Yeah, it's
But
a compromise for sure.
It could be bigger. It could easily be
better.
better. It could be better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy just because I was unsure if we would get a theatrical release at all, being by Netflix.
Yeah.
So the fact, and whenever I hear that Netflix is like doing something theatrical, it's usually like a day or two, so that they can qualify for Oscar entry.
In their indie theaters, or if they are like, is it one weekend only?
Yeah. And granted, it's not like as many theaters as one would want, but at least it is going.
It's still decent.
A number amount, and for a week.
Yeah, it's for a weekend. It's going to be It's for a week, and it's in every theater basically. Like,
it's holiday weekend.
If you live in America, you'll be able to see it Thanksgiving week. Like, there shouldn't be a scenario where you shouldn't be able to see it. But this is Ryan Johnson. You paid this guy $500 million for Knives Out 2 and 3. We all expected, reporters were suggesting and expecting the 45-day window here. Give us Thanksgiving week and let it keep running until Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
until
and
Christmas.
we talked about off air that like Thanksgiving has the most competition going for it.
Yeah, we didn't mention that. Yeah. Strange New Worlds, the new Pixar animated movie, comes out Thanksgiving. Fablemans, the best picture frontrunner from Steven Spielberg. Bones and All from Luca Guadagnino.
And
Devotion.
Which was sure to get an extra buzz off of a movie like Top Gun Maverick. People see airplanes and shit and be like, oh, I'll go see that.
Exactly. So that's like 4 releases. Granted, a little bit different audiences here and there, but it's still competition regardless.
I think they should have dropped it the first week of December.
Where nothing's coming out. Yeah.
When nothing's coming out, have it play up until
Christmas.
It comes out on the 23rd of December.
Or, exactly that. Or just play it from Thanksgiving to Christmas. What's the harm there, Netflix? Do you not want to make money? I'm hoping they do the whole, here's an extra week. Oh, here's another extra week. Here's another extra week. Like, just let it hype continue. That was the beauty of the first Knives Out. It kept growing. Growing week to week, growing week to week. That's how big movies prosper. And I've been doing Oscar predictions on Where Heartbreak Feels Good, and we've been talking about Netflix needs a contender. They don't have one. Bardo came and went.
Not happening.
It's either this or All Quiet on the Western Front.
No, Caesar,
watch it.
Knives Out. It's so good.
It's perfect.
I remember seeing Knives Out I went to both early access screenings because
those were so fun. The crowds were so good for those.
They were. I have it immortalized. It's wonderful.
Wonderful. Yeah, I agree. I love the crowd feeling for Knives Out. That's what made that movie. Watching it with your friends, watching it in theaters. It's just, of course, I'm gonna go Thanksgiving week, but it's Thanksgiving week, so I'll have work. I'll be busy. I don't know when to see it, and by then I'll only probably have a chance to see it once that week, maybe twice, hopefully.
Yeah, and then I have to wait all the way again.
Then I have to wait all the way
Christmas to rewatch it.
Yeah, it's
gonna be big regardless.
Ideal.
It's just
it could have been way better. Hopefully, it gets better for Knives Out 3, but. Again, Netflix isn't just doing these wide releases for some reason.
They're dipping their toes.
They're dipping their toes. But they should have dipped their toes.
Their foot.
With their last movies. I don't know. Six Underground, Army of Thieves, with
Gray
Zack
Man.
Snyder.
I don't know.
Gray Man, like those came out, and I could have gone to see that in theaters a week before it came out in Netflix. I just chose not to, but
Mm.
it's just I don't know. It's depressing, but and exciting too because at least we're getting.
Well, and I'm
something.
glad it's coming in other countries as well. A few other countries, not all, but UK, Canada. So
Yeah.
hopefully a lot of people will be able to see it.
So I think it's time we talk about a little trailer. Mario, Super Mario Galaxy.
Mario.
not quite.
Not quite.
The
I
Super
like the
Mario-
trailer.
I like it too.
I had fun.
This is not a bad trailer by any
Not
means.
at all.
No.
The animation is goddamn gorgeous. Probably the best I've ever seen from Illumination. They got that Nintendo money.
Yeah, they finally like changed their style a bit, which thank fucking god.
It's like it is the Nintendo artwork and style.
Was this Illumination?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a
Wow.
partnership between Illumination and Nintendo. So it's their animated team, but it's Nintendo's designs, but they've added like so much more depth and texture into them. Instead of them just being smooth video game graphics, they have like the texture.
The lighting and all the stuff. Yeah.
That's cool. I think Jack Black was the scene stealer of this trailer.
And it's so funny because
Yeah.
Jack Black is doing a character voice, and then
A little, but yes.
yeah, but it's still like I'm like, oh, that's Bowser. Like
It is. It's both like I hear it's Jack, but also he's encapsulating Bowser very well. I almost thought they were modulating his voice completely in his first line, but then he kept.
Then
speaking up,
he keeps going.
No, it's Jack, but he's doing great.
So Jack Black was the scene stealer. Keegan Michael Key as like the mushroom toad. Yeah.
Toad. How dare you say Maurice?
I'm not a
No,
huge-
Anya Taylor-Joy, bad trailer.
Yeah, it's not even a trailer really, which is funny. Is this is like
It's a clip.
Lupin?
It's a clip with a tee up,
Yeah.
which and even like coming for Mario's voice, I just need to hear more because it wasn't
Mushroom Kingdom.
Yes. It's not until like a couple listens through that I was like, okay, he's going for the New York plumber accent, Mario.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Well, yes, you have to fucking go back and listen.
Are we going to see New York in this movie?
No,
Holy
but
shit!
maybe in the beginning. I don't know.
That'd
But
be too funny.
well, there was some fucking leak, wasn't there, about Mario and Luigi's boss?
What?
His foreman boss. It's like a deep
There's
cut.
leaks about this movie.
Yes, it was like it's a deep cut to like the OG Mario Bros.
Oh, here we go.
But anyway, yeah, I need to hear him talk more so I can get a grasp on like how the voice really is. Because I mean, I don't know, it's a teaser. Like and also teasers replace line deliveries all the time.
Yeah,
Mushroom Kingdom, let's fucking go.
and I'm just happy my boy
Hello, you
Luigi's running from dry bones at the end in the post title.
I need the Luigi Mansion spell.
And yeah, I need a Luigi's Mansion movie. So
Is Luigi Charlie Day?
He is.
yes.
Pretty good.
So I will be seeing this movie in theaters.
Oh yeah, I absolutely. will. I supported both Sonic the Hedgehog films. I'm gonna see this.
I agree.
Hey, I'm jumping here.
The best was there was a French dub and a Portuguese dub, and they were like,
They go Italian.
yeah, and it was like, holy shit.
The dub for the win.
But yeah, I'm just. It was so. I don't know if you guys wanted or if you saw the Nintendo Direct because they do like their Nintendo Direct.
I was watching.
And it was so awkward because they had Chris Pratt like record with his phone and like just be like this, but he was like trying to like they didn't really script him. It was like,
Oh no!
I've been like such a Mario fan like my whole life. Like I like been smashing Goombas since I was like I'm like, and it was like it just kept going, and then they finally cut to Jack Black who can actually like improvise and do stuff, and He's like, I don't know about you, Chris. And just like, I'm like, okay, I don't feel the secondhand embarrassment anymore.
Yeah.
Evan, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was not that bad.
It is.
It's not that
Trust
bad.
me. I was cringing. I was cringing.
Well, you're judgmental. I don't know.
No, it was so awkward because this is Chris.
No, you guys just have the connotation like, oh, Chris Pratt and the Mario, everything we got.
No, listen. I'm pulling this shit up.
Okay,
Oh, no.
yeah, let's do it. Let's watch it
Oh, jeez.
live.
Just the intro. Not. It won't even get copyrighted because it's just the.
Says you, it's Nintendo Direct. I don't care. We'll show it.
Yeah, whatever.
So that's gonna go two ways.
I just need Evan to see it because
This is gonna go two ways. Either Evan's gonna be like, "It's not that bad," or he's gonna go, "Oh no,
Shut up, Nathan.
I knew you. I know who you are, boy." Because
What's
you.
that?
Another Chris Pratt movie. Let's go.
Where was that from?
That was Guardians 2 with Yondu and Rocket.
Oh,
The MCU quotes don't stop, baby.
god damn it. MCU.
turn off the music, Nathan.
All right.
If his computer lets him.
There's a game.
Man, I spent hours of my life stomping Koopa
Ah!
All right, that one.
in the original Mario Brothers arcade game at my local laundromat. And then, of course, it came out on Nintendo, and I played that. I mean, maybe years of my life. It's an honor, truly. To
I
be able to
can't.
speak, man,
He's playing it straight here.
memories. It's an honor to work alongside. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to become
Oh,
Mario.
he's still going. Okay.
That dream, like all dreams, faces one critical challenge.
What?
As in the film. I
What's
must
that?
be
Yeah,
some
this is going on a bit too long here.
utterly ruthless scene stealer. Every great hero needs a diabolical enemy.
Ah, cut it! Cut the camera!
I have been paired with the more perfect king of the Koopas, Bowser, and my friend, the great,
He's just like me.
hilarious
Stop talking!
Mr.
He's just like me. Every podcast.
Jack!
Can't let you have all the fun. Now it's time for us to make this moment all about me.
Are they in the same room?
While you've been dreaming about playing Mario, I've been preparing. Look at all this Koopa muscle I packed on.
Like, see, he's actually charismatic. Chris Pratt
Disappear
is-
overnight.
Okay, well, it looks like
How
Jack
long it took
reversed.
me to learn how to breathe fire. I had to go.
Anyways, I just thought that was funny because
I mean,
he just kept pausing and being like, "Every
There was a number of
hero."
pauses, I will say.
Yeah, it's a lot of pauses.
The effects of the live stream, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he just woke up. He's probably tired. He's been doing too many voice
How many
acting.
millions are getting paid, Chris? Come on.
He shot Guardians 3, tired.
I know, yeah, he's
Right.
tired.
Emotionally and physically exhausted.
Yeah, exactly.
That Marvel died, no joke.
I don't know. Other news. Let's see. There's tons of shit here.
Pick your
Constantine's
poison.
getting a reboot.
Never seen
a
it.
sequel, right?
You never seen Constantine?
No.
Oh wow, Nathan, you know what that means?
Yes. You said Constantine, correct?
Is this the vampire
Correct.
movie?
with Keanu Reeves? Keanu Reeves, Constantine's getting a reboot.
No, it's a sequel.
Sequel. That's what I meant. Sorry, I put reboot. I meant sequel.
We don't know what it is. Legacy sequel.
But you know, legacy sequel. Yeah, probably could be something along those lines.
Yeah, it's a years later sequel. But yeah, fuck yeah. This is
Awesome.
something that Keanu has very much wanted to come back to.
Yes.
This is exciting.
Now during the Keanu Renaissance, post John Wick, post Cyberpunk.
Is it going to fit in the DCEU given its DC project?
Nope.
Probably not.
This also was very interesting in terms of the whole J.J. Abrams deal, where J.J. Abrams was supposed to be doing not a Constantine, but just like a, not Swamp, what was it called? Justice League Dark kind of thing with Constantine.
Yeah.
That was a thing in the background that was happening. JJ is just not really putting up his end of the deal in terms of these.
He just has too
DC
many
projects.
It's too much stuff, JJ. Pick
He's just like-
two projects.
Too much stuff that's just not coming out. Remember,
Yeah.
his HBO Max thing is gone.
I mean, he just has so much in development, which is how it works. But also, like, I feel like,
what's he been doing since Rise?
and to be fair, this is not just him; it's Bad Robot developing all
Yeah.
these things. But I don't know.
Either way, I'm excited for Constantine as well. Keanu Reeves is great. The movie is so much fun. I haven't seen it in quite some time.
Who's doing? Is it Paramount or Warner Brothers?
Good
owns
question. I believe
Warner
it's
Brothers,
WB. Yeah, I believe it's WB.
Okay. While we're on JJ Abrams, was the news that Star Trek 4 was removed from the calendar? I'm sure that was at
I didn't
some
put
point.
that there, but yeah, it's gone.
I just wanted to say I'm sad.
No, not
And
gone.
It's gone.
It's
not gone.
It's gone.
No, I just want to
Not
say
forgotten.
Paramount is so stupid for saying that they're doing it, and then they didn't have anybody attached, and then they like blitzed it and said, "Hey guys, we're doing it. Come back."
Yeah.
It's like you don't. Why would you tell the fans that it's happening?
Because they wanted their stocks to rise during the press conference.
Yeah, that's right. That was the whole Paramount Plus launch.
Exactly.
Is this your king?
Yes.
Anyways, I'm just
Paramount's
frustrated.
having a killing year this year. Top Gun, Babylon, Smile.
And then, of course, I see the article today that because of the showrunners of Rings of Power,
Yes.
they got the job actually. If you read the whole article, they had JJ give them a recommendation to Amazon. That's a whole other thing. But they were part of the writers for Star Trek Beyond, and they actually wrote a draft of the sequel to bring back Chris Hemsworth.
I want that movie.
And I've just
How would it have happened? Would it have been a father-son adventure?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, I need it.
Yeah, they said Indiana Jones: Last Crusade in space. That's what they said.
Fuck.
Not fucking Extraction 2.
Well,
So, anyways, I just wanted to say that I'm sad, and I really like the new Star Trek franchise, and I'm just sad that we're probably gonna have to reboot it eventually and just deal with that. But
it's running on Paramount Plus as a show right now.
Who are we
I
going
know.
to get?
I don't know. And also, I'm just sad that we're at the point where it's like, sort of at that point. Well, I hate the thing that was like, they all became such big stars, and so then we couldn't really do a big of a movie now because we had to pay everybody so much.
Yeah.
And that got to that point where and also I blame people. I don't know why people didn't see Star Trek Beyond as much. Marketing was kind of
Awful
weird.
marketing, bad release
Awful
date.
marketing.
I mean, it made 60 million opening weekend. It was just like,
I was there.
Me too.
But I know.
2017 summer was really.
anyways, I'm just sad and I want more Star Trek movies.
We gotta do.
Real movies in the movie kind of movie.
Oh yeah, Paramount Plus is fully diving into Star Trek content.
Yeah.
But whether
Which,
it's a
to be
kid
fair,
show,
I need to catch up on because
Card, Strange New Worlds. But yeah, for me, I'm the same way. I want Star Trek in theaters so badly. First one came out in 2009 now.
Yeah. And then
That's
2013,
crazy.
then 2017.
Exactly. Big gaps here. I
It's been
want it so
5
badly.
years since Beyond.
Yeah.
Over 5 years since Beyond already.
Well, we're all 4 years apart originally. It's only one more year.
I know. I'm just saying. It feels like I was just watching that. In
Next year
theaters.
would have been perfect release date, but yeah, now it's going to be pushed back. And again, it now has to compete in the world, the strange world of DC movies, Marvel movies, Avatar, Star Wars. Where can you come out now?
What's that? A Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
Haha.
No,
That's
is
also
that?
gone.
that's got. I mean, we knew that it was
We talked
not
about
happening.
that. Yeah.
But 2025 is the next targeted date that's still on the calendar. Which, yeah, I mean, hopefully they got a lot of stuff cooking and we can get some movies soon.
What are they cooking?
But yeah, I'm with you. I want a Star Trek movie so badly. Hopefully it can come out sooner than later. With our cast. One more. Just give us one more.
One
Yeah,
last ride.
I know.
One last
I
ride.
need closure.
Give us Star Trek Logan.
Oh,
One last
Come
ride.
on.
They all
Come
die.
on.
Star Trek Generations.
That'd be dope.
That's a real movie.
Man,
It is.
I just the action, the music, the rock music, and the Beyond with the whole action scene.
Beastie Boys, baby. Sabotage.
So good.
I can't wait to
good.
our Star Trek
Commentaries.
commentary, the Kelvin timeline commentary.
I can't wait.
Is
That's
that what they call it, Kelvin?
the Kelvin.
Yeah.
Named after JJ's Easter egg.
Cool. Good job, JJ. Other news. I could delete this one. It's about Black Adam with Ortiz in there, but we'll see it next weekend.
Or the cooking.
What are they cooking? What's The Rock teasing? I mean, The Rock is.
I mean, he's already been spoiled. He's already been saying it.
He's
in the
already
interviews.
been saying it in every interview.
Yeah.
We know what's
So
happening.
we can. The cat's out of the bag, and I.
You want to talk about it? We can talk
It's
about it.
very. I mean, it's unfortunate that like I saw it. Somebody like leaked in like a.
Yeah, no,
comment
I've already
thing.
seen the screenshot as well.
I haven't seen the screenshot.
Screenshot.
I haven't
There's
seen a
screenshots
screenshot.
out there?
Yeah, of the post-credit scene.
Okay, well, I'm
Jesus
not
Christ.
looking for it. I heard a word of
How
mouth.
do you guys find
months
this shit?
ago.
What's your TL look like?
I was just scrolling.
Well, I mean,
Who do
I
you
think
follow?
something
Spoiler.
popped up in a YouTube recommended video for sure.
Wow, it's on
I-
YouTube too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's not safe out here, dog. You
It's
gotta.
What is
never
happening?
safe. This happens all the time. I had the fucking Illuminati deaths spoiled like mere
Whoa!
hours before I went, and I was like, "That's bullshit. That's not real."
What the hell?
It's
Who do you
bad.
guys follow?
It's bad, but no, it's not following. It's a fucking algorithm.
Yeah, it's the
recommending
algorithm
shit
saying
you're not
recommended.
attached to.
You need to change your algorithm, fam.
You can't change
You can't
it.
change
Change
It
it up.
new.
Change it up. Watch more Big Brother. So your algorithm's all CBS reality.
Oh, I guess.
But
Bullshit.
anyways, getting to the point. I just hope another movie happens sooner than later
Yeah.
with said mystery man because we've been waiting.
Yeah.
How do I talk about it without talking about it? But I want where's Shazam versus Black Adam? Are we gonna get
I haven't.
are we gonna get the guy versus Black Adam before?
Well, he's talked about it. The Rock has also talked about that in interviews. He wants
they
he wanted the
put today, I was
Shazam
like,
franchise to build up, the Black Adam franchise to build up, then have them fight.
Shazam's had 2 movies now.
Yeah, so like I'm saying,
No,
the
not
next
this one
movie,
yet.
The next
like the next movie, the next whatever the
that's
next
what I
movie is.
figured. The next Shazam movie or the next Black Adam movie.
Either or, I don't
The
know.
next Black Adam movie looks like it's gonna be Black Adam versus the guy.
Hmm.
Right?
I hope it's
Why
I
would
hope
the
it's Black
post-credit
Adam
scene-
versus Shazam first. I don't know.
Why would then Shazam would be in the post credits, not the other guy.
You're right. That's true.
It's definitely teeing up that
We don't know what the
Black Adam-
Shazam post credit scene is though,
No,
or
but
what that.
I would hope we get Shazam versus Black Adam first, but it doesn't look like that's the
Unreserved
case.
judgment.
Unless we get a 3-way gauntlet fight, which I really want.
That'd be cool.
That could be just like the animated movie with Shazam versus Black Adam versus Supes. That'd be amazing. I would love that. Oh, whoop. But that's in the animated movie. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Is it called Black Adam versus Shazam? It could be
I
called
don't
that.
know.
But it's very fun. Back when Justice League, or back when DC animation was great.
Was it called Superman / Shazam : Black Adam?
Probably. I think that was exactly what it's called.
Okay, since we're already started talking, will we get a Superman solo movie with Henry Cavill in the next 5 years?
5. Yes.
5?
Yeah.
I could see it. Yeah.
I say yes in 5.
If Zaslav's smart.
In 2028, bitch.
Okay, second question. Second question. Will we have multiple Supermans in this new iteration of DC, sort of like the Batman thing going around with
Movies or TV shows?
movies?
No multiple movies, but we're still getting the TV show.
Okay.
I would say no.
Because there was the Michael B. Jordan thing and the
I think the Michael B.
show,
Jordan thing is still
HBO Max.
happening. I think Superman and Lois might be ending soon. Actually, is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was ending soon. I,
Only
could be
2
heard.
seasons.
I thought it was getting a season 3 and then ending.
I don't know.
I could
I
be
don't
making that up.
follow it, so-
I'm lying, guys. Don't listen to me.
Yeah,
I watch the
don't.
show.
Superman and Lois fans come on. You're like, what?
Sorry. It's like, oh my gosh, Evan deserves to die.
Source local.
Well, we already
truth
ruined
says-
storytelling earlier in this episode. Apparently, She-Hulk ruined storytelling.
Oh
or
yeah, that's
something.
true. Fuck.
That,
Fucking,
what the hell? man?
fucking top
MCU
down this
die.
line.
Look, with all due respect.
With peace and love.
Next topic.
Next topic. Nicholas Holt has replaced
Harry Styles.
W.
Harry Styles. Is it Harry?
Big win.
Harry
Yeah.
Styles.
W.
I didn't know he was in Nosferatu.
I didn't know.
It was
either.
rumored.
I
He
didn't
was
know
never.
it
I don't think he
happened.
was ever.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
we
you
didn't even
replaced
know
him with a-
We
Is
didn't
that
even know
called
this movie.
replacing?
Yeah, we didn't know this movie was even gonna be Egger's next movie until
Yeah.
that
Now-
first
Look,
announcement came
now
out.
that's a win, but we took a
We took a
big
big
L.
hit. We took a
I'm
big
so
hit,
sad.
guys.
I
We
mean,
took a
like,
big hit.
respect to
Listen.
the actress.
But so what Nathan's talking about here, Anya Taylor-Joy, due to scheduling issues, freeing the busiest actress in Hollywood at the moment. But she's doing between her and Florence Pugh. But
Okay.
she's doing something else, and unfortunately now we're getting.
Yeah, she has the show with the Queen's Gambit director, writer, and then she has another
Greg, good
another-
point.
because that's been in development for a while, and then she has another movie, the Apple movie with
Chris Evans, right?
Chris Evans, right? And then
She's doing so much.
she just wrapped Furiosa,
Yeah.
which we learned, which we have to wait till 2024 to see.
Actors and actresses got to put time in for their marketing as well, so that
Yeah.
delays everything.
Delays the whole scheduling. So
But anyways, we have Lily Rose Depp is now
Right.
the lead
who's
actor.
gonna be in the Idol? This
She's the daughter
year?
of Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, she's great.
I haven't seen her and stuff.
I'm trying to. What have I seen her in?
Oh, dude, it's just we could have had Anya and Gothic Vampire.
Anya and Nicholas Hoult.
Under Eggers.
Oh my god! And she had she? Oh yeah, she reunited with Eggers in The Northman this year.
Northwood, Nathan, please.
I want to.
Lily Rose Depp was in Yoga Hosers. Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen either, but even Kevin.
She's in The Idol.
Yeah, the new HBO show with The Weeknd and by
Oh,
Levinson.
hasn't come out yet, actually. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
She was in Voyagers, that one horny movie that came out last year.
with your boy Ty Sheridan.
Ty Sheridan, thank you, my boy. She was in The King, apparently. I never seen it with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
I don't know who she was in that. Maybe she was some queen.
A King.
Everything else I've never seen: Silent Night, Planetarium, Crisis, Tusk. Ew, Tusk. Tusk was that one disgusting movie, wasn't it?
It turned the man into the
Yeah,
walrus.
I'm
That's
good.
Kevin Smith's movie too.
I'm good, Kevin. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, but either way, it is a shame. But Nicholas Hoult is in another vampire movie. Isn't he also doing the Nicolas Cage vampire movie
yeah,
next year?
Renfield.
Renfield.
Is he Renfield? I believe so. Nicholas is Dracula.
Yeah. That's awesome. Nicholas,
Yeah.
get that gothic money. Get the
Oh,
gothic
and Anya's
paycheck.
also in Mario. Come on, guys. She's
I
gotta
said this. I was upset she's not in the trailer. Carson doesn't listen.
He didn't listen to you. He only
No,
listened to
that
me.
was in the previous segment, so it's no longer valid.
Got it. Our audience is like very short term.
Yeah, we have to
Goldfish
be
memory.
we have to be of the mind that someone just joined.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
2 hours.
Watch the whole 3 hours. stream.
No, negative.
Nathan, you do
Ring
put in
that
time
bell.
code. Nathan, you do put in time codes for every topic, right?
I should. I have that capability. I can make chapters. But who wants to go through all that work?
Yeah,
You do.
At best, I'll go to yesterday's Hyperspace.
I mean, maybe if we could wave like every time we did a new chapter, and then you could
New
like, just-
chapter.
I won't
you-
see it.
you could just skip through. Yeah, you would if you scrub through.
I will not see every frame.
Oh, speaking of, in my show notes, I have a new Anya project. Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller have officially joined Scott Derrickson in the next project,
Oh, that's the
Oh.
movie.
which
Not-
is the
yeah.
Apple genre-bending show with a love story at its center.
It's a movie.
Right.
It's a movie.
It's a TV show.
The Scott Derrickson thing?
TV show.
No, it's a movie.
It's a TV show.
You're wrong.
Why did you say it like Harry Styles? It's amazing.
It's 100% a movie.
It's a turn.
I'm pretty sure it was a show.
No, you're actually wrong.
Okay, look it up. Let's see what happens. Nathan, what is your odds? Who do you think is right here?
215 million, baby.
God fucking damn it.
I never lose. Oh, I killed him. Oh no.
Nathan's on fire today. That's good. That's good.
Derrickson is coming off the success of the Black Phone. Hold on. Why are you laughing?
Because he knows I'm right.
Oh god, I am
Can
on.
I get a reputable source, please?
Read the fucking article, Carson.
I can't
Jesus
find the
Christ.
article. I searched Scott Derrickson and I'm trying to find.
Put it Anya and Miles.
Chrissy, wake up.
Should we vamp about something else?
We're going
Carson.
off rails.
Apple Original Films. Boards. Skydances The Gorge with Anya Taylor-Joy
Is the studio called Apple Films? And
Yes.
I
That's
swore
why they're
it's a
making a
TV
show under Apple Films.
No. And it talks about how I remember reading this that Scott Derrickson fast tracked this because he didn't know what his next project was going to be, and so it's a film. The film will join feature films including Apple's The Greatest Beer Run Ever, Ghosted, a high concept
I must have read a
romantic
different
action
article.
adventure
I
starring Chris
swear I
Evans.
have show on here.
Every day I wake up.
Where
What?
do we go?
I don't think Scott Derrickson has ever directed a TV show. I could be completely wrong.
I mean, that's what I thought it would be different. Because, people direct TV shows now.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Apple.
right.
Oh, Russo brothers. You never know.
Still not. Where the Russo brothers tried to pitch an Aragorn show, and that's a whole other conversation though, for Netflix.
Is Hercules still happening?
Hey, Fed. Don't do this.
No, I need to know.
I don't know, actually. I don't want to know. I don't even want to look it up.
I just want my Hunchback in Notre Dame.
I think that's where I got confused. It was on Apple TV Plus, and I got okay. Anyways, anyways, I literally looked at the tweet that I just saw. It didn't say film; it said project on Apple TV Plus. I was like, oh, okay, TV show.
Okay.
Anyways, Carson's right. Once in a blue moon.
Once in a, yeah.
Once in the Moon Night.
So that's exciting though. Scott Derrickson. I love the Black Phone, which you guys have not seen yet. Very fun, very cool. I still haven't seen his other one. Was he Slither?
Sinister.
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 Those things
James
all-
Gunn is Slither.
I know. Fuck. Differentiate your horror movies.
And what's the other Derrickson outside of?
Doctor Strange.
No. The other horror. There's another horror movie. It will come to me.
Who did
Cop Car?
Oculus? What person did Oculus?
That's
What?
Mike. That's Flanagan.
Flanagan.
Yeah, good movie. I did a commentary on Oculus on
The
Wild Beast
Exorcism of Emily Rose.
I
That's
need
what
you
I'm
to
thinking
stop.
of.
That's fine.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I haven't seen it.
That's right.
That with Emily. Okay, no idea who she is.
With Lily Rose.
Laura
Depp.
Linney.
Oh, Laura Linney, Ozark fame.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
I wonder if she made
Look,
it.
this is 2005, Evan. Ozark didn't come out.
12 years before Ozark.
There's pre Ozark, after Ozark.
Exactly, for me at least. Other movies, news. New Kenneth Branagh film called Haunting in Venice. It's a massive cast.
Is this film 3?
Film 3 now. I forget the cast. I think Michelle Yeoh is in this.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
and it's based off the Haunting of Halloween. I can't remember what the novel. Some Agatha Christie, obviously novel.
Ryan.
I'm just shocked because I don't think the second one made money.
I don't think so, but people wrote it off as one of the early
Pandemic.
COVID.
I mean, yeah, it was an
pandemic.
early.
The power of anthology, baby.
Actually, I like the second one a bit more than the first one.
Oh,
I still need to see this one.
First
I
one,
still
I
didn't see either.
think, kind of copped out in terms of the reveal.
No, don't tell me.
Second one was way more interesting and bad pacing in the start, but once it got into the mystery, it was really good.
well, this third one sounds really interesting because it's set around Halloween, and I'm just a sucker for that. So, because it's
Yeah,
based off of Christie's
Post-
novel called Halloween Party.
Yeah, exactly. It says post World War II Venice on All Hallows Eve.
Terrifying
Hercules-
mystery featuring the return of Poirot, now
Exactly.
retired and living in self-imposed exile in the world's most glamorous city. Poirot reluctantly attends some party as a decaying haunted palazzo. When one of the guests is murdered, the detective is thrust into a sinister world of shadows and secrets.
But yeah, we have Jamie Dornan, Tina Fey, Jude Hill from what was that movie last year? Belfast. Ali Khan, Michelle Yeoh, and others. But Michelle Yeoh, Jamie Dornan, Tina Fey, the big cast here. Exciting.
I'm reading the comments and someone's mad because apparently Christie's novel Halloween Party is set in an English village, has nothing to do with Venice, and Poirot never lived in Venice.
Okay.
Okay,
How dare you history recreate Kenneth Branagh?
you purists over here. Jesus Christ.
Well, they're just like just tell the novel as it is what they were saying. Basically.
Why? It's
Well,
boring.
they said they
Read the book. I don't want to make
well,
a
they said the
novel
mystery and the
adaptation.
twists and turns of the book were that good that they prefer if it was just told in the same
Read
way.
the book. Kenneth is making his own movie.
Are you going to
Fuck it.
bat? Okay. I'm just
Jesus
telling you what.
Christ.
Can you keep that energy with Dune Part 2?
That's different.
Wow. Read the book. Remember the tooth.
Another
You
person
said
said
something I
somebody
was
should
saying,
save.
I'm gonna change the movie.
Oh my god, somebody should save Christie from Kenneth. I love him as a person, but he's terrible with their adaptations. Both
my
films were
God.
so far boring as hell. No atmosphere, no suspense, no feeling for mystery. Really dreadful. Even acting emotionally was mostly dull. Agatha needs an expert director.
Are these letterbox reviews or something?
I'm on the
Jesus
Deadline
Christ.
article. the web replies to the article.
Ew.
Yeah,
People
but he
reply
has a
online.
killer
still?
mustache, so it makes up for everything.
I thought Death and Nile was solid. A good 3 out of stuff. 3 out of 5. It's fine.
3, maybe 4. Could be 5.
This person said, enjoy the first two. Branagh has managed to make you feel empathy for a character at first unpleasant as Perot, and the cinematography, soundtrack, scenery, costumes always reach supreme levels. I can't wait for the third. There you go.
We should do the game that Mr. Sunday Movies does. Just read letterbox reviews and just
I'll guess the movie.
guess the movie. That's about it. John Carpenter said he wanted to direct a Dead Space movie. As a huge Dead Space fan as myself, I would love him to do that.
The man's a gamer. It's amazing.
I love Dead Space. One of the best horror franchise games. Probably the best horror.
I
franchise
retweeted the other day. There's this quote of Carpenter doing some interview at a con or something, and he goes, "I really have the best job ever with the Halloween movies. I get a check, it lands in my hands. I do nothing. This is really the job I wanted ever since I was a kid."
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, he had another amazing
That's
clip.
good.
Where he's like, the best way I like keep my job is, and I keep like the bank flow, is I'll just write an outline and I'll show them, and then they'll want a bigger script. So I just wait, and they pay me for the months, and then the last 2 weeks I crank it out, whether it's good or bad. They'll be like, great, or they'll be like, let me pay you some more time to like fix it up more. Like, okay, and then he does the same process again.
The mad genius.
He gives me Miyazaki energy, like just like
Oh, yeah.
sort of just an auteur that is just sort of in his I don't give a fuck era.
For sure.
Exactly.
The amount of times I've heard the fact that more than one interview I heard him bring up how he just plays Xbox.
If Carpenter could do a Dead Space movie and Verbinski could steal the BioShock movie back from Netflix, I think we'd be living in a great video game adaptation world. But I don't think BioShock is happening, just with a different director. I can't remember who. And I don't think this Dead Space movie will ever happen. So
Mushroom Kingdom.
see, it's addicting.
A little bit.
Mushroom.
Here we come. Oh, that's weird. Butchering the fuck out of this butcher.
Oh, we're at 2 minutes and oh god,
2 hours?
2 hours.
Only 2 minutes in, baby. Let's go.
This is still shorter than most of our commentary.
All right.
We're killing
My
it.
cup of tea. Here we go.
What's the next bit?
Avatar Studios gains animation production studio Flying Bark.
Oh, that's new.
Which
W.
did
That's new news.
which did What If? It did the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series on Paramount Plus, which I think is very good.
Okay.
Excellent 2D and 3D.
So yeah, and Mike and Brian already talked about for their next project, it's going to be a mix of traditional 2D elements with CG mixed in there as well.
Which has basically been both properties. At
Yeah,
least
they said it wasn't going to look like the 3D stuff you get in Arcane and Spider-Verse, not
Right.
look like that,
Yeah.
but more. I don't know what they're going for actually. I mean,
Well, I think it's like what they do
flattened
in
out
horror.
parts of the foreground or something, and then like
yeah.
Well, I think it's like the drawing of a 2D element mapped onto a 3D model.
yeah. So
Which
it
I
gives
think
a
they
weird
did for-
perspective warp or something.
Which I think they did for like some tank sequences in Korra, if I remember.
Yeah, there's some CG mixed in there as well.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
common practice.
this movie again coming out in 2024, featuring the gang, Avatar Aang Squad,
Mm.
which I'm excited for. 2024 has a lot of great movies that I'm just on the horizon. I'm excited for, like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the last Spider-Verse movie, the last Mission Impossible movie, Avatar, Lord of the Rings animated movie supposed to be 2024 as well. So a lot of exciting stuff. Percy Jackson got an update. They have casted Ares, Medusa, and Echidna.
I'm loving the memes of like the 12-year-old Walker versus the one guy
big
who's like
wrestler.
completely jacked as hell.
I think his name's like The Edge, Adam something. The Edge. He's like a wrestler, plays Ares now. But Ares like super cool dude, crazy cool in the first Percy Jackson book. So I'm excited to see him. And Walker already talked about how one of the most exciting parts about playing Percy was to fight Ares, as we see him do in the series. So that's gonna be a fun fight, Ares versus Percy, season 1. So exciting. Percy Jackson, of course, coming out 2024 as well. Because it's supposed to end.
Not coming out next year?
It's supposed to end. Production ends January 2023. Editing, post production,
Come on, cook.
VFX.
Give them all the time they
He
need.
said.
Give them all the time they need. I want this show to be amazing.
Yeah, Rick recently came out. Like they're on chapter 16 of the book out of like 20 something chapters. So nearing the end, but they still have a lot to go through. And they said they have no VFX, no score yet.
Obviously.
So very, very early. So of course.
Where's the blue Coke?
Yeah, that's pretty much
All
it.
I want from this show.
Oh, I completely missed this. Let me defend something real quick. This was something.
Let's have it.
That pissed me off.
Okay.
And not the news is great, but the reception pissed me off.
Okay.
So a Raylo novel is coming out.
Ah.
And it's gonna be adapted to a film. The book's called Love Hypothesis. I have it.
Yeah,
on my
Kelly
wish
owns
list.
this book. Kelly loves this book.
That's awesome. I
Go
have
grab
it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I have it on my wish list for Amazon Prime for a long time now. Just haven't bothered to buy it. I've been too busy with High Republic stuff.
Sure.
But the reception here was not good on Twitter, and I will not accept this.
Bob?
I'm pissed. But people were just being like, "Oh, these Raylos are succeeding," and "Oh my God, this book's gonna be awful," or "This movie's gonna be awful," only because it's written by a Raylo fanfic. It's Raylo fanfic. If you see the cover, it's Adam and Daisy, or Ray and Kylo.
Yeah.
It's them, and people are upset about this, and I just don't know why. There's tons of rom-coms that you don't have to see.
Yeah.
That's just not for you. That's fine. But you'd be like, ew, disgusting, or this is stupid. Oh, it's based off a Raylo author. This must be bad. I'm like, fuck all the way off. Like, this looks amazing. The plot already was amazing. It's a rom-com trope where she doesn't believe in true love. She's a scientist, whatever. She kisses like the first boy she sees, and it turns out to be Adam. A super hot guy, very nice, but has a secret backstory. Whatever. It's very tropey, very rom-com-y, which I love. Yeah. I can't wait to see this. I'm super happy about this because she's written other Raylo fanfics. I used to read back in 2018, 2019. I used to read tons of AO3 Raylo fanfics. I miss those days.
Nice. You can still do this.
Now I could still do it. Now I'm reading House of the Dragon, Rhaenyra and Daemon fanfic, which is amazing in itself.
What's the tag?
I think it's called Daemira. I can't pronounce it. Daemira.
No, not the ship name. The tag.
Oh, the tag. There's tons of different tags.
Oh, put that down.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. That's off the record.
Off air.
But either way, I was just upset that people were just like, "Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, this is so horrible. I'm not going to see this." Calm the fuck down.
For real.
Like all the comments were just very mean-spirited and rude for no reason. She's a very successful author who got a lot of money off of this very successful book. So yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. Let people succeed. Anyways, let them cook. God damn it. Let them blaze through time. Yeah,
that's not go to Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh jeez. Oh boy.
Time of blazing.
Play the
Time,
trailer
Laser.
to
Here we Barry Allen.
What? What?
We Are All the Flash. I mean, We Are All
We're all-
Mario.
We are all time, but this is
Oh,
not right.
That better be in your script name.
Barry
No, because
Allen.
you don't want to be time blazer.
No. Tragic. Wait, this is fun. We covered basically a month. We skipped over a lot of different things, but we're back, baby.
Mid news. We skipped over the mid news.
We skipped over the mid one. We only did the important stuff.
Mid news sounds like. It sounds. My brain was like midnight. I like midnight. Mid
God
news.
damn it.
The word mid has just corrosed my soul.
Oh boy.
But we persevere. Where am I going? Evan.
Find me on Twitter at Harris EV9, where I will spoil the hell out of Lord of the Rings for you. So please mute Rings of Power. Where I will spoil the mole for you. So please mute #the mole. And I watched Survivor, Amazing Race, good shit. House of the Dragon is amazing. 2 more episodes of that. Andor, we did our Andor episode 6 review on Hyperspace Hype on Thursday. Yesterday? Wow. Was Andor yesterday?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, it dropped on Wednesday. We talked Thursday. It's
talked-
now Friday.
It's now Friday. Wow. Why does it feel like Saturday? Anyways,
It's past midnight now.
it is. Yeah, now it is Saturday. Next week we will be watching Paranormal Activity on Tuesday for our spooky commentary. That should be fun. We'll do more Andor reviews and more My Cup of Teas.
Carson, where can they find you?
You guys can find me over on Twitter.
I'm sorry.
Twitter at the Film Carson, and yeah, what am I doing this weekend? Catching up on some homework, chilling, watching some anime, and I've been listening to the Hobbit audiobook, Andy Serkis version that came out in 2020.
Ooh.
It's so good. Andy Serkis should narrate every audiobook. He does voices for every single character. It's phenomenal.
So you're choosing to listen to that over Path of Deceit.
But I own the physical version of Path of Deceit.
Awkward.
So I gotta finish. Well, then I gotta finish the Midnight Horizon, and then Path of Deceit, and then it's a whole deal. I got an order. I got a system, Evan.
Okay.
No, I don't. Also, 3 episodes of The Mole just came out today. Got to catch up on that. Really
Great
fun
stuff.
watch if you're looking for just a light something to yell at the TV to
Yeah.
of people being dumber than you would.
Lots of
expect.
yelling.
Great time though. Can't recommend enough. But yeah, we'll be back next week with some spooky commentaries and Andor episode 7 and no more She-Hulk, but I'm sure there'll be other shows coming out soon.
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion, December, January.
No, January.
I guess that's the next Marvel show. But Wakanda Forever is just around the corner, so
Yeah.
catch our full review of that coming
I think
soon.
it's like I'm being paid by the Disney company. Yeah. Find us all here. Find me at _TimeBlazer making that show. You may have heard our discussions and jokes throughout this pod. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're not even here. It's 2.5 hours in. What are you doing? You watching us?
Yeah, go home.
You should be, because we're the best content out there, baby.
Like, didn't say go home.
Yeah.
Like they're on the bus and just like yeah, watching.
Listen to us on your way to work,
I used to do
from
that.
work.
I used to do that with Movie Talk. On
Yeah,
my bus
same.
ride to school. Jesus
Same.
Christ, what have I become?
Are we the new movie talk?
It should be.
But yeah, I'm not doing much reading. The only thing I read is what I write.
Damn, that hit deep.
Yeah, baby.
that hit very deep.
All right. Well, I can't go off a better note than that. So with that being said, if you enjoyed our podcast, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe not already. Check out episodes 1 through 79 if you like. We have plenty, or 1 through 75 of Hyperspace Hype. We have so much here, as well as endless commentaries of many of your different favorite franchises. We will be tackling some big thing coming up, whatever our next venture will be. But, we're doing some small scale stuff, going spooky this Halloween season just for the month of October. It's going to be fun. Catch us there. So with that being said, hope you have a great day. Catch you guys next time.